Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead, as always, and we're back with another episode of the Kicky Punchy Show. The Kicky and the Punchy Show. A Kicky Punchy affair, if you will. I'm going to get like a proper intro for this show at some point, but we don't. But we're continuing the Tekken look-through, retrospective, old point of viewer. I don't know. And we're doing Tekken 4. Tekken 4, I don't know, maybe the black sheep of like the Tekken series is probably the one that's got like the weirdest. It's the weirdest one, not looking at the way like Tekken 1 and 2 have aged. A few things that like I actually remember being quite hyped for this game. When this game came out, I wasn't really getting a lot of news coverage. It was pretty much just magazines. And I think I found out that this game was out because I saw copies of it in the stores. And I just remember it being a big deal because it was like, Kazuya's back and it's got this weird darker tone. And you'll see it in the story, like everyone's hair's been grown out longer and they've got all these hair physics. And the stages are like a lot more kind of like calm and normal. It's a weird one. Jin unlearned all his moves, and then you got a hoodie like me. And I'm gonna be honest, I have to take this thing off. I wanted to do a bit. Hang on, let's go. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. You can still hear me, but I wanted to do a bit that I look like Jin. Maybe we'll put it back on. Oh, honestly, it's too hot. It's too hot for a jacket like that right now. But yeah, this is like the tracksuit hoodie era of Jin, where he got even more broody. He was only a little bit broody in Tekken 3, and now he's like full brood. This is Brood Wars. But yeah, I'd be fair though, like as weird as this game is, and I think competitively is where the game fails the most. I have a lot of love for this game. It was one of the first, like, Tekken on the PlayStation 1, once it got to, like, Tekken 2, and especially Tekken 3 is when they were really pushing for a lot of single-player content, and, you know, Tekken Tag is about the same as Tekken 3. This is where they, like, really expanded it. I always find it interesting that because, like, Street Fighter and arcades kind of dissipated in the 2000s, that it was seen as like kind of like the low dark period of fighting games, but like home console fighting games were still putting out really amazing packages. Like Tekken was still doing really amazing stuff at the time. Though they haven't aged great now, like Mortal Kombat actually was being received very well for their like change, and there was Bloody Roar games and Soul Calibur 2 is, you know, one of the greatest fighting games of all time. But this is a weird one. We'll go into the mechanics of it. But before we do that, okay, so here we go. Now, I need to mute this. There we go. So we're gonna start off with the opening movie. I will say that like, this opening movie is still awesome. It's easier for me to just get it playing from here than to go all the way back to like the title screen and have it autoplay. So we're just gonna play it from here. But I remember this being like very like this song, for example. I feel like that synthy choir stuff feels very Ghost in the Shell. Makes me think of Ghost in the Shell immediately, like cyberpunky stuff. And it was definitely like, oh, we're going like darker tone, time something like that. Like it felt more serious than Tekken did. I feel like most of the kind of more jokey endings, it was only reserved for certain characters, but like the story was being presented as like very dark. Everyone was down on their luck. Like most characters were going through like really hard times. Also, they were like, Eddie Gordo's not sexy enough. We have to make sexier Eddie Gordo, which I don't know. I think Eddie Gordo was already sexy enough. But they were really into this idea that they could do hair. Though it's weird because Tekken Tag Tournament 1 also had hair physics. and we played the HD version. I think at the end of this stream, yeah, this was the big thing. It's like Kazuya's back. This is a cool opening song though, and movie. Yeah, he's doing his throws. God, he looks so awesome. It's a bit weird though, because he's like 49, which I didn't realize he was that old. I knew he was like supposed to be 40s. I forgot he was that old. But he actually is like canonically doesn't age, so his like appearance is closer to how he looked in his late 20s, like mid 20s, something like that. But it is interesting watching that intro because it kind of makes him look like, oh, he's going to be like the classic hero returning. Also, there's Heihachi with his like pimp jacket. Man, that's such a good intro. Okay, let's check out the arcade intro, just for prosperity. Weird, is it the same? It starts off the same. I guess they kind of pushed for a lot of the story stuff in... Okay, no, it is a little different. I can hear the music's different. This is also quite a high quality... Like, they haven't compressed this that bad. Yeah, okay, if I remember right, I think this is a more condensed version of the same intro. Like, it doesn't cut to the other characters. Yeah. Yeah, the home console version of this opening is a lot better. This is not as good as Tekken. Man, like, Tekken openings from here even just go even better. I don't know about after 5. I still think, like, 5, which had two openings, 2 attract mode openings, that might be the peak. But I guess it's kind of funny because we'll probably see it if I order the title screen. There's like, it'll go into like a tracked mode of AI fights, and it actually has like a weird synopsis of the story. I think they'll do that for now. So yeah, so this is the PlayStation 2 version, specifically the PAL version. But the awesome thing with this game, and so obviously, oh wow. That does not give you a lot of time. Here, you know what? We're gonna... listen to some weird music while I wax poetics about this game. Which I forgot what I was even gonna say. So yeah, I remember now. So, this is the PS2 version, and it is the PAL version, but it's one... So, a lot of PlayStation 2 PAL versions did have NTSC 60Hz mode, which you would get, it's still interlaced, but you would get like a lower NTSC interlaced resolution, but you would get full 60 Hz. So that meant the better frame rate and in some cases the correct game speed. This is one of the few PAL games. I don't know why a lot of games had this mode, but for some reason most PAL versions don't. This is one of the few where it has a full 80p progressive mode, which I don't think I'd mess with too much. It's kind of insane seeing this game look at this high quality and this fidelity on a PlayStation 2. In some ways, it maybe looks a bit too good because you start to see the imperfections in some of the stages and textures and things like that. Seeing it like in an actual progressive scan signal. Tekken 5 on PlayStation 2 did have a progressive 480p mode, but unfortunately the PAL version doesn't. But it is speed optimized, so it's not too bad. But that's the visual output I'm outputting. So it's gonna look really good. But the first thing we're gonna do, so I'm kind of going to do story stuff. We're gonna try and do what is like the canon ending, but you actually have to do 2 character stories to get the full canon ending. So we're gonna start with Kazuya, and then when we get to like the end of his, I'm just gonna like force a game over, and then start again with the canon winner.
20 years ago, Kazuya lost to Heihachi.
Oh yeah, we've got a proper story now.
Volcano.
I love that. That's canon.
A few days later, he was brought back to life by G Corporation, a biotech firm making revolutionary advances in the field of biogenetics research. With G Corporation's aid, Kazuya investigated the biomechanics of the devil's...
So yeah, as much as get the gameplay and some design issues, I love how much... This is like one of the first times I remember seeing a fighting game put a lot of detail into, this is the story going on, this is everyone's story. There are a few PlayStation 1 games that do have very in-depth story modes, but then mechanically, they're not up to snuff.
Tekken forces attacked G Corporation's facility and stole their research data. Kazuya was also targeted.
That's a crazy thing, yeah. Kazuya wasn't revived recently. He's been revived for a while.
He was determined more than ever to exact his vengeance. Kazuya was not fooled by the sudden announcement of the King of Iron Fist Tournament 4. He knew that it was a trap orchestrated by Heihachi to lure him out. Despite this knowledge, Kazuya...
I love this. Oh, he wasn't fooled. He knew it's a trap, but he went anyway. So then you were fooled. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, it's not mentioned there, but in this tournament, Heihachi was like, if you win this tournament, you'll get control of the Mishima Zaibatsu. I think this is when he started doing that.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, here we go. So, just for anyone curious out there who wants to know, so I just because I've always grown up with playing PlayStation Tekken, like that's where I experienced the series, that's how I know how to play it. I am playing with a controller. I'm specifically using a PlayStation 1 controller, and the reason why, funny enough, this is a PlayStation 1 controller that my my mum found lying in the street maybe about 10 years ago, but definitely like late 2000s, maybe early 2010s. It has like a bit of paint on it, but aside from that, it's fully working. It's not marked up that much. She just found it lying in the like on the sidewalk and just brought it home. The reason why is I have a working PlayStation 2 controller, but because the PlayStation 2 controller, all the buttons were pressure sensitive, they've kind of worn down a bit, and they don't always register very well. Whereas this is a fully digital pad, not including the analog sticks obviously, but all the buttons are digital, and this game supports using digital only controllers, so it's more comfortable for me. Very weird that when you pause the game, all the player characters just disappear. But let's get into it. So one of the weird things already, these stages are massive. Like it's you can't tell from here, but you can go all through this level. The bigger change is we have walls now. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to make sure. Oh no, okay. Okay, so I couldn't remember what my options were in case I had them low to unlock content and stuff like that. So, from what I can tell, because I didn't know much about Virtua Fighter until later, but this game seems to be highly influenced by Virtua Fighter 3, because it takes a lot of the advancements that game did, in terms of having like the very big levels.
Fight.
Also, in some cases, levels not as much as Virtua Fighter 3. Stop! Why do you keep doing that? But levels that aren't completely flat, like some of them have different verticality. Like it doesn't really happen most of the time in normal fights, but like there are like platforms that are higher and lower.
Round 2.
I will say, like, gameplay, it still feels based on where like Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag Tournament's taking the series, specifically the Tekken 1 and 2 characters that return for this. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna check something. Also, this is where the movesets started to get really big, because they would show like not only would they show all the combos, they would show like the variants, and they would start. This is where they started giving characters like really big movesets. Not quite as big as Virtua Fighter, but getting there. I want to look up the throws. Why? Let's see. Yeah, those are all the same. Weird. Okay, I think that's unique to this game, is these position change things. Though, I think some characters don't do this, but I don't think Kazuya has this. We'll have to pick some other characters, because I don't remember, but all the throws are attached to triangle and circle. That's interesting. You got this is when Yoshimitsu designs really started to get out there. I think his like player 2 look is the actually more interesting one. We can save replays. That's a cool feature. Though unfortunately I don't have any replays saved. I think this is where they also like. I'm trying to think. I know. You know, Kazuya's always had kind of like the white pants with this look.
Round 1.
But I think Tekken 5. I think this punch. I don't know if Kazuya kept this. That's such a weird looking punch. But yeah, see, you could see. Look, like this is sloped, which is weird. When I think of like fighting games that do that, where they have levels that can slope and weird obstacles, it makes me think of Dead or Alive. It's very weird to see that in a Tekken game.
Round 2.
But yeah, this is where they started messing with like walls you could hit, things like that. Like definitely a looker though, I'll say. But like very big stages and not a lot in them. Some breakable stuff as well, which I don't think that's like. There's been cosmetic stuff, but there's some like actual breakable stuff, and I think though that eventually became like a big thing in Tekken, I think the issue is it's kind of broken here. You can do some like very unfair stuff.
Round 1.
This is a cool stage though.
Fight.
I remember seeing like screenshots of this, and this made it was like, oh wow, this is so pretty. Look at like where Tekken's gone. And here's Violet, who is Lee Chaolan in disguise. Which I don't know if anyone would have been fooled by this. It's like, okay, he fights like Lee, he looks like Lee, he just has different hair color and wears purple shades of. But it's the same way he dresses and looks. But it is the interesting, as I mentioned when we did Tekken Tag Tournament 1, you can see that like Kazuya and Lee, who are the main like Tekken 2 returners, have basically their movesets from Tekken Tag expanded. Like you can tell that like Tekken Tag was like a tester for bringing characters back. It's kind of like playing Def Jam this stage. It's funny. There we go. But yeah, like you can slam opponents into the walls here. Yeah, I think Tekken 5, they kind of made his pants look closer to their classic look, and because he's got like a weird like lightning cloud. Like it's got an actual cloud on it.
Round 1.
Oh yeah, like this stage. This stage is huge. I'll have to load up training mode just to show it. Also, this is the one where they kind of changed how it's like way more of a 3D fighter. Like even though Tekken 1 and 2 obviously were 3D fighters, and Tekken 3 brought in like a more controlled sidestep. This is the one where like tap up and down is now just sidestep. You don't have to double tap. If you want to jump, you have to actually like. I'm actually not sure how you would. Oh no.
You lose.
I can't remember how you neutral jump in this.
Round 2. Fight.
Like you can, I know how to do like the forward and actually I can't do a back jump either. I might have to look up the manual, but yeah, the jump controls are a bit weird. Not that like you need to jump a lot in Tekken anyway. Oh yeah, we got it. He's still got that sound effect from Tekken 3. I love it. Oh man, look at those character models. Those are amazing.
You win.
Yeah, like playing this game at this resolution kind of shows you like how... Oh hey, Elsewhere is back. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm doing good. Playing Tekken 4, the weird one. Having fun. Look at them NPCs running. Like, it's so weird to play a Tekken game and there's like NPCs running around on the stage. You can tell it's like there's a lot of ideas they threw into the game and not all of them worked. But you know, you look, because as big of a change as it was, like a lot of it, you know, did come back for Tekken 5. The other weird thing I haven't mentioned actually, you can move before the round starts, which I forget what other fighting game series does that, but it felt weird in Tekken. I think in general in most fighting games it feels weird. Hey, Claris is here! What the fuck? Oh, I won. I didn't hear like the KO.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, power. Fair enough. Oh, I'm an idiot. Alright, when we pick Jin, I'll don my quote-unquote costume again. There we go. This is a weird stage. I don't know where this stage is supposed to be. You're in some weird biolab. I don't know. Maybe it's the G Corporation. Kyo. There's Lin. Lin Xiaoyu. Oh, here we go. I always like this stage. But yeah, this game has such a weird soundtrack. It's like all over the place. It is a good soundtrack, but it doesn't really feel like a fighting game soundtrack. This stage is interesting. I have to mention this. I don't think most characters can do it. Let me try. Wow, that didn't launch? Oh, I'm doing that thing where when I'm on the right side of the screen, I can't do any moves.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, she apparently knows when I'm going for Electric Wind God Fist because she keeps ducking them. Also, for some reason, when I hit her, she doesn't launch in the air, which is weird. I think also the wall hit stuff physics in this is very weird. Like, look at us trying to navigate around this pillar. It's very weird.
You lose.
Oh, I lost though.
Continue.
That's okay. But, so, this stage is really interesting because you can actually... The ceiling has a hitbox. I think it's the only stage in the game that does it. And most characters can't even hit characters high enough to do it, yeah. I think pretty much only, like, Kuma, maybe? Also, yeah, there's a lot more, like, parry counter stuff in this game. It's a weird one. But I kind of love it. But yeah, I don't... don't think competitively it holds up.
Fight.
But for like all the story, like the kind of graphical stuff they're pushing, I need to try more characters because I want to figure out if the all the like position moves where you can like throw the character like into different places, if that's all the characters to kind of take advantage of the weird layouts of stages. There's Jin. But if I remember right, yeah, he doesn't show up. The tournament official sent Kazuya a message. The winner of round 7 by default is Kazuya Mishima. Please proceed to the final stage. Though Kazuya sensed Heihachi's hand in Jin Kazuma's disappearance, a fearless grin kept upon his face as he headed towards the final stage. I don't remember if he actually knows that Jin is his kid yet. It's very weird. The intro versions of those scenes are voiced, but for some reason the mid-level ones. Alright, here we go. Is this the best Heihachi design? Oh shit, it's not the diaper design. Damn.
Round 1.
Oh man, I was hoping it was his weird diaper design, but he's got his like traditional gi here. Oh man, I don't know if anyone's ever called my accent elegant, but I appreciate it. I've got to concentrate actually. I do try and not. The area I grew up in has a more specific accent, and I do try and not use it. I try to make a more, you know, it's very common for people in this area to do the very traditional, like, common British thing of, you know, like not pronouncing the first letter of words, you know, have a cup of tea, like that kind of language. Oh damn, Jin, not Jin, Heihachi. You kicked my ass there. This stage is awesome though. This one came back in Tekken Tag 2 actually. And there's been kind of like spiritual. There's a stage in Tekken 7 that is quite like this. I remember actually, I don't know if it's still there, but there's a kind of like a local market in my town centre, and there was a fabric place. And when I was buying fabric stuff, and I think it was because I was doing some mask making, they mentioned my accent sounded weird. And I was like, really? Because I grew up in this town, and I mentioned that one of my parents was from Scotland, and they said, oh, that's it. But that person I'm talking about did not have a Scottish accent. They lost it. There we go. Yeah, I probably just, I don't know enough about the very competitive side of Tekken to say, but something does feel a little off. Like, it does feel a little looser than Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag. Like, especially the physics, like juggle physics. This game has even more. This is where I think they started playing with juggle combos, but it feels a bit more random. Like what moves will launch and how they'll launch. Oh. I don't know why I'm so bad at playing Tekken from the right side. Oh, that's a cool end taunt though.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh man, I'm doing good. His AI is quite good. So far, I'll say, how we've gone through all the games, this AI seems very tricky. it's a lot better at predicting the weird moves I'm going to try and do. I was going to see if I could go to the old standby of just... Oh, that still works. Oh, powerbomb. Yeah, he got me. It is the weird thing. There's no kind of like big final boss. They kind of went back to more classic Tekken, where the final boss was Heihachi or Kazuya. No, a bunch of characters actually have different final bosses. It's one of the first games they did in, and I actually really like it. Though there is a traditional arcade mode, I think, as well, where everyone fights like the same final boss. Okay, I'll play it like I play Jin Online. There we go. If I'm playing against someone that isn't that good, I find that's a good way of beating them online. Especially if you're dealing with like really bad input latency and all that. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like, I think the juggle properties of like what moves juggle you in what way. Like, you see that hit, but he didn't fall in the air. Oh yeah, we have all kinds on the stream. But that's the kind of audience I'm appealing to. Because I could stream earlier and try and stream for more European countries, but obviously I only know English and a fraction of like French, because I forgot it all from school, and a bit of Japanese, but I haven't studied Japanese in a long time. So, and I tend to operate in like East Coast US times anyway. There we go. Heihachi led Kazuya deep within the Mishima Zaibatsu compound. A massive temple stood in the midst of a forest enshrouded in fog. This is kind of a famous building in Tekken. There we go, it's got some proper cutscenes. Oh yeah, no, me and Clarice. We're... Are we old friends or are we old? It's one of the two. I don't know. There's Jin. Okay, this is where it gets really weird. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Jin has a part of him because he got thrown off a volcano? That might be the... I see that a lot in Japanese fiction. I feel like. The whole like, oh, as a reward, I'm gonna use my powers to hurt you. Is like, I see that a lot in like anime, and it's the weirdest line. I've never understood it. That's, yeah, in your country it's hard to practice English, don't have anyone to practice with. That's the, well, again, it's the beautiful thing about the internet is you can connect with people all over and practice and learn things. As someone who plays a lot of, you know, Jackie Chan in Fist of Fire on the Fightcade, it's like, the fact there's even a scene, I have Fightcade to thank for, because I wouldn't find anyone in this country. Oh yeah, this is a big story thing. So if we're paying attention to the story, so Kazuya got possessed by Devil again. But Kazuya, and this is it from now on, he's now taken control of the Devil power. So now Kazuya is just... yeah, the Devil's just part of him now. It's not like a being that possesses him anymore. He has control of the Devil now. And that's it going forward. Took him a while. Also, yeah, they gave Jin different gloves in this. I'm not quite a fan of his gloves here. They look kind of plasticky to me. Okay. Well, we're going to do something a bit weird here. Because in canon...
Round 1. Fight.
In canon, Kazuya does not win this fight. And we'll watch all the endings in a bit. But the idea is I wanted to show what the canon story is. Alright, but now we're going to play as Jin, so give me a second. Here, I'm going to BRB. Hang on, why is it not? There we go. I'm going to BRB. And I'm going to get my my Jin look back on. Ugh. I really do need to get back into my Japanese lessons. I haven't touched it in so long. I feel like, and that's the problem. I do it pretty well for a while, and then I stop my lesson plan for so long that when I come back to it, I just have to kind of start again because I don't remember it all. I remember bits and pieces. Okay. So, yeah, the big innovation with Jin in this game, more innovative than him having a completely new moveset. That's still crazy. I don't know if I can think of another fighting game that's ever... Okay, there is a few. This might be one of the first, though. Because I know some Guilty Gear characters that came back in Strive have dramatically different movesets, but this is the first time I remember a character having almost all their moves new. But more importantly, this is the first time Jin became a hoodie. So here we are. I'm gonna hoodie it up and hopefully be able to play. There he is. Yeah, so his whole gimmick is he's all more broody now.
Brisbane, Australia. A city crowded with buildings, new.
I forgot he went to Australia. That's such a weird story detail.
Buildings was a small dojo. A young man trained there in silence, his face hidden by the hood of his jacket.
Yeah, gotta. I don't know why that gimmick is. He's just like got really into tracksuits and hoodies.
Trained in the traditional art of karate. Ever since his betrayal by Heihachi, Jin loathed anything related to the Mishimas. His lineage, his fighting style, the devil gene in his blood. Everything. Thanks to the dojo.
Oh, finally Walkman. We'll play Kin. We're doing the canon story. Welcome to the stream, Walkman. We're going to do the canon story, and then we'll play as everyone else. But I've got to Jin it up, you know, with the hoodie. You've got to hoodie it up with Jin. And this is the hoodie I have that goes the most over your head. I wonder how doable that is. How possible it is to learn a martial arts and then unlearn it. I don't think I could ever unlearn something like that. Okay. How well am I going to do with this hoodie on? Because I can barely see. Let's see. It's kind of funny that he has unlearned his moveset. Because he does still have some similar moves. They have like very different properties. He still has his Kazuma stuff though. Oh, the hood came off. We got to take the hood off. Look at that innovation. The hood comes off mid-fight. Yeah, cell phone into. I'll get you. I'll see you a bit later. Welcome. Don't worry, we'll play with Kin in a bit.
You win. Round 2.
I was saying it earlier, Clarice. I want your opinion on this. This song sounds very Fantasy Star Online 1. I feel like this is a song that you would hear in like a ship. Okay, all the characters have those position move throws. That never came back. That's such a weird mechanic. Look, you can just... I think that's a classic move I just did there. I remember actually, I forget where it is, there's some magazine, or I forget where it was, I don't remember where I read this. This is a cool tracksuit design, I will give them that. But they talked about that Jin, his like moveset redesign was like one of the greatest things in Tekken ever.
Give me strength.
And
Round 1.
I don't know, I still think his Tekken 3 moveset is still like one of the best movesets a Tekken character's had. Because it's like, oh yeah, it's all of like Kazuya's moves mixed in with Jun Kazama's. Oh yeah, I forgot this game has dynamic music as well. Like when you win rounds and stuff like that, it changes.
You win.
It is a weird tracksuit though, because it's not tracksuit material. It's like his pants are made out of the same coat material. This makes me, oh man, this makes me feel like I'm in a Yakuza game. What's that? Hello? Who's that voice? Who is that? I will say Julia's costumes in this game are weird. She doesn't really wear Julia stuff in this.
You win.
Oh yeah, here's this girl who just chases after Jin for like 10 years or something.
Fight.
He's not wearing denim though. I think like his pants are made out of like similar material to what I'm wearing here. He's like wearing like, I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a motorcycle thing, but it kind of just makes him look like a hoodlum. Oh, Julia, yeah. Maybe that's maybe Japan thinks that's like a Native American thing. It's like, what do Native Americans like? Oh, denim.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, see, here's a stage where you can see it's sloped. How do you backwards jump in this game? I can forward jump, but I can't backwards jump. Maybe they just took it out. I will say, like, I don't think Jin's moveset is bad. It's a lot better in Tekken 5, though. Though it's not that dissimilar, it's very basic here. Like, unlike everyone else who's a returning character who feels like their moveset is kind of built on and improved. Wipe out piss. Yeah, I could see that. It is all over the place, though. It's not a bad soundtrack, but it's such a different soundtrack for Tekken. Oh yeah, there's martial law.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. That's a weird punch. That doesn't look like it would hurt. Okay, they definitely changed it so that his... Yeah, just like every song in this makes me think of like another game. I wonder if it is just like a lot of different composers.
Round 2. Fight.
There we go. There's juggle. Weird physics on it though. He like got launched further away. Eventually they gave Jin back his like Tekken 3 gauntlets, which I think are his better looking gauntlets. From what I remember, Law is pretty similar to how he was in just Tekken 3. I think it was like Tekken 6 is where they... I don't think it was 5. I think it was 6 where they changed his moveset like quite dramatically.
Come on.
Round 1.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is when Steve Fox was British but didn't have a British accent. For some reason, he has an American accent in this game. Yeah, here's another stage. See, look, it's sloped. It's like so weird. Like, I don't know if it's a problem, but yeah, see how that whiffed? That's whiffing because I'm on a higher slope. I will say the dynamic music's cool. It's like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, where the song changes into like new parts of the song when you get to each round. Oh, that's a weird kick. Steve Fox is a cool character though. I will say all the new characters in this game that have like a new moveset were really interesting and cool changes to Tekken. Just, again, everything was just not quite as refined. Like these weird huge stages with slopes. From what I understand, in Dead or Alive, where they do the slope levels, I think they do some sort of like tracking stuff. So if the characters are sloped like this, they kind of fight like this, so highs and lows still hit properly.
Fight.
Oh, this is the PAL version. Well, not only does... So, I believe if you play it in 50 Hz, it is speed optimized. But not only does it have a NTSC 60 Hz mode, it's one of the few PAL games to have progressive scan, which is what we're playing in. It's why this looks so crisp. This isn't emulated. This is on PlayStation 2. But it can run in 480p. And it looks amazing.
Come on, baby. Show me what you got.
Round 1.
It's like weirdly flirty for Nina. To call someone baby. Oh, I think I low parried there. I was trying to look in the manual to see if this game had low parries. Which I guess it does.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, this is what I'm on about. Like, do you see the weird bullshit I just did there? That's where I think this game is, like, not looked at positively competitively. I think if I'd, like, kept that up, that would have been, like, an infinite trap. Oh, yeah, there was... I don't think I was... I'll read that out. It seems like there was a demo for this game in UK PS2 magazine. There probably was. I used to get the UK PlayStation 2 magazine, but I didn't get it until a bit later. Oh, yeah, I love the weird sunglasses business suit Kazuya. Yeah, so the reason... So they play this bit again, but the reason why is... Jin's story plays out the same as Kazuya's until the ending, but you don't see that cutscene of Kazuya talking to Heihachi if you play as Jin. He just wakes up halfway through. While on his way to fight Kazuya, Jin was ambushed by the Tekken force. Jin brought down scores of them. Do you like this weird, sketchy look, though? It's a very different art style for Tekken, though. Uh-oh. But was eventually captured and taken away. Makes me think of fucking Venture Bros, where they're going after Brock Sampson and they inject him with, like, 50 tranks. Oh yeah, this cutscene. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this is where Jin got really broody and angsty. Look at these effects. They're loving it. Makes you think of that, like, Sonic Game Over. Yeah, see, so it just skips to that part. This is where Devil Jin got his chains from, though. It is weird to me that, like, the Devil Jin is supposed to be his genetic thing, but Jin's version is all tribal. I don't know what Jin knows about Kazuya, though. He's like, oh, if you were dead... I don't know why he'd think that, though. I guess if he was dead, then Jin wouldn't exist.
Round 1. Fight.
But yeah, this is, well, technically, I think this stage is in, like, a bunch of Tekken games. I know this is, like, the final boss area you fight, Heihachi in Tekken 1. Though it kind of looks different all over time. Like, the Tekken 3 version is a bit different, where it's, like, in a lake. I guess Heihachi just has, like, multiple of these dojos.
Fight.
But this is a weird song. I don't remember this song. It's very chill with this slap bass. It's like, yeah, fight your evil father. Oh yeah. Oh, that's interesting. It's like a remix of the opening music, but like slowed down. I do think this is a... How is he a coward? He came to fight you. Oh, Heihachi. So badly wants to be a devil, and he can't be one.
Round 1.
Oh yeah, Jin's one of the few characters that... Whoa. That was a weird hit reaction. Yeah, there's definitely very weird juggles you can do off the walls. I keep doing them accidentally, where like there's weird chains you can do where they basically just can't get out of it, because every time they try and roll, you just do that sweep, and they'll bounce against the wall again. I do like this. It's an interesting because it's a similar play on Jin's like flame hand from Tekken 3 with a split. Though funny enough, like this version without the top, you actually can't play outside of the story mode from what I remember. Like it's not, the version you play has this weird like loose top. That design I'm glad never came back because it just looked weird. Yeah, look at that. I hit him from the floor. Watch this, and he popped in the air. Hang on, here, watch. What's up with the physics? Oh. Oh yeah, we get a proper good look at Devil Jin. They were teasing Devil Jin for a while. I love he called Kazuya a coward, and now he's like, I don't want to look at the guy trying to kill me. Masaka. Oh yeah, I remember like that looking really high res, and I realized it's because that's just a picture. That's not a pre-rendered statue. That's just an actual statue. Yeah, okay, it wasn't a demo, it was a trailer. That's a shame, because there were demos of Tekken games in official PlayStation magazines. This is interesting, though. This is like the only time I think we've seen Jin have control over the Devil Jin. Every other time, he's like completely possessed and evil. I love this spotlight. What's up with the spotlight? And it's like, oh yeah, there's the good in him. 2002. That seems quite late. I thought this game. I guess it came out a bit after E3. God, this is a weird song. There's Harada. I think some of those names are from Tech 3 and yeah, what is up with this song? Hello, am I getting like a... I think I'm getting a telegram. Stop. This is such a weird song. Okay, I need to see who the credit is for the music. Hey, you did the facial animations, you did a good job. I can see they had a lot of people do the stage, because the stages are fucking huge. Okay, I'm gonna take this off now. Excuse me a second. I'm gonna go off camera. Wow, that's a lot of directors for doing all the ending movies. There we go. Oh wow. Oh, there he is again. Facial animation twice. Yeah, this is... motion director. Okay, now we're a Son. Yeah, there's a motion capture people. This is a very obscure thing. I'm going to talk about this a bit. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of people did music on this. That's why it feels like that. It feels like a soundtrack made by a lot of people. Oh, David Schoffelau. He's Eddie from Tekken 2. Sorry, from Silent Hill 2. Sorry. Yeah, that's Eddie. Wow, I didn't know he was in this. I've never like I didn't connect that together. Who is he? This does remind me though, they're talking about the motion capture credits here. I was looking up some old interviews around some Silent Hill stuff, and it was specifically a Jeremy Blaustein interview about the HD collection and originally working on Silent Hill 2. And there's this weird bit in the interview, he's talking about that the motion capture and the voice acting was recorded separately because at the time they didn't have the technology to mic the motion capture actors while doing that. No, it was probably more they didn't have the money, because I feel like you could have just done it with boom mics. Though maybe boom mics might have got in the way of the capture, but lapel mics did exist at the time. But you know, it was quite early on. Oh yeah, there's my old records. But there's a weird bit where he talks about, oh, it was I mentioned to Awaku that we should record it this way, and then there's this weird line where he says, I suggested it. As I recall, we were one of the first to do motion capture. Talking about Silent Hill 2, and that blew me away because that's not fucking true at all. Tekken 3 had motion capture, and that came out in 98. Virtua Fighter 2 was the first fight video game with motion capture, and that was 94. So what the fuck is he talking about? I don't want to disparage you too much, because he did localization work on a lot of great games, and not only was he doing translation, he was part of the casting and voice direction in those Silent Hill 2 through 4. Though granted, he doesn't remember anything about the story based on his Facebook post, but like at the time he was doing amazing work. But I guess he just has a terrible memory, because he thinks like Silent Hill 2 was one of the first games with motion capture. This is not Silent Hill rant. This is just a why does Jeremy Blaustein not know fighting games existed? Shenmue had motion capture. I was talking to someone recently. I think it's specifically because I knew that Tekken 3 had motion capture. A few years ago, people like you can actually find it. There's some footage of the guy. Clock Tower 3, but Clock Tower 3 is after Silent Hill 2, and it has amazing motion capture. If you have, I don't care how much time you have. I don't care if you're about to die. What you should do, the last thing you should do, go look up the behind the scenes motion capture for Clock Tower 3. Is fucking amazing. They were really proud of like what their motion capture stuff could do, and they were like, okay, we're gonna hire the actors who have like the most control over their body ever, and however normal people act, do that like times 50, and it's amazing. But yeah, like there's actually footage out there of the motion capture sessions that the guy who did the Capoeira stuff for Eddie in Tekken 3. Some footage of that got posted a while back. So yeah, that just bothered me because as a big fighting game guy, it's like the only reason why I think someone who worked on Silent Hill 2 would think they were the first ones to do it is because that guy's just never played a fighting game before. But whatever. Okay, I do want to talk about another thing that's kind of weird about this game. I want to look up the amount. So Tekken was always kind of expanding how many characters there were. Obviously Tekken Tag Tournament had the most at that point. And that was a dream match, so fair enough. So it made sense that when they were going to do the next one, it wasn't going to have as many. I believe this game has less characters than Tekken 3 did. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I won't count Tiger. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, about 22. There's a few like palette swaps in there, so we'll round it down to 20. 20 to 22. How many does this game have? So we've got 4, 8. Actually, no, it doesn't look like it, but it's actually, okay, no. 5, 10, 15. This is 19, so it was a step down. But there are some palette swap characters in this game. Because Panda is in this, and you can play as Eddie, but they have the exact same movesets. And there are some characters in Tekken 3 that are still like that. But I think that was another thing of just the roster just shrunk quite a bit. It's not like the biggest decrease. Like you look at fucking Street Fighter 5 at launch, that was 16, and that was a terrible idea. Even though like like mechanically, it was ready, like content wise, and even arguably the gameplay wise, it wasn't. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go into practice quickly because I really want to show off how weird these stages are. We're going to pick Kin. So the reason why there's Airport A, B, and C is because these stages are so big that when you pick your stage, you also pick where you start. So this is the airport stage, but we're like right over at the plane. There's where we were in arcade mode. We started over there. And I don't remember how far back you can go. But like you can go all around these stages. I do remember back in the day, because I think it just kind of impressed me. Just because I hadn't really seen it before in a fighting game. And granted, that's for good reason. It's not good design. Okay, I think I'd have to plug in another controller to do this, really. No, I guess I could, like, just push him around by doing this. Yeah. Man, that's weird. That just pushes them away. And there's, like, no animation on it. But, like, see how big we are. You can see there's actually people watching the fight from, like, the... I don't know what those things are called. I've never been on an aeroplane, I should say. Even though I've been out the country, I've not flown out. You can see people there on a little terminal thing. But you can, like, move all the way back to, like, the check-in area. And you can go quite far to that other plane. We're going to look at some other stages to show you some of the really crazy stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is another big one. This is probably the thing that was like, you probably... And it ends up that there aren't that many stages in this game. I mean, there are less stages than there are characters. Which, that's not that unusual. And there is a lot going on, but it's just definitely... Why do these stages need to be this big? I guess there's really no point. Like, they look cool. But, like, here's the weird sloped stuff. Which is, like, very weird for a 3D fighting game to have to worry about, like, height difference. But we're up here now. And... Okay, this is the best way to do this. Also, it's kind of crazy, but there is geometry below us. And I believe if you pick statue, it's set inside. I don't know, I think if you see it... I forget where it is, but you can circle around. I still want to know what the canon explanation is to why Kin, who is not half cheetah, half human, he is just an actual human. There it is. I believe one of the stages is set inside the building there. Or it's like if you pick the C version, you start in there. But like, yeah, now we've moved all the way over here. I'm just going to keep going to the... This. Here, I'll show off some of the... Oh yeah, there are some... Yeah. There we go. Is this the one? So technically there are more characters, but they are palette swaps. They are the exact same movesets. But they put these models in here. I don't know why they did this. I guess just because they had the model. Okay, no, we've been there. But that's her school... Yeah, you see her in the ending. It's just her school friend. She's actually come back before. There's Eddie. And... Oh, I pressed the wrong button, I guess. Is it building... No, it must not be building C. She literally has Xiao Yu's moveset. It wasn't until they added her as DLC in Tekken Tag 2 they gave her a different moveset. But yeah, this is just okay. But one of the stages is like the inside of this building, which that's kind of cool. But let's look at another one. Okay, this one. This is the crazy one I remember. The mall. I guess the idea was like, instead of making a lot of different assets for unique stages, we're going to just make these big levels so you can start in different positions and it will always feel like a different fight. But this is an example. It's like, oh, now you're lower. Here. But you can start off here. And... yeah, there's stairs. Here we go. I need to... This is where it gets really weird. I'm just gonna... Let's just pick... It's actually quicker. This game loads very quick. I will give it that. The loading times in this are very quick. So now we're over here. In front of these buildings. And there's the pillars. And then let's go back in.
Welcome to the practice arena.
Yeah, I'm going to do this so we can see the costume I was referencing in my tweet. This is the weird part of the stage. I think this is where it really hurt the competitive scene here. There it is. There's his dumb costume. Look at this. You fight on a staircase. What is up with that? Also worth noting is Heihachi is actually taller in this costume because he's got the sandals on. If you look, you can see that he's actually like higher now. But yeah, like you have to deal with doing combos and positioning around stairs and weird things like that. And I think there's some like weird, there's even weirder stuff than that. Let's pick Steve. Okay. Jungle, okay, Jungle's even weirder shape. Jungle, I believe, is kind of like a weird donut or C shape. I do like Steve's, I do think his boxing costume is weird because I don't know what boxer would wear shorts like this. They're kind of like John Cena shorts, but not made of denim. So it just looks like he's wearing like shorts that, like trousers that don't fit him. He kind of looks like a fucking Kingdom Hearts character. That's it. He's wearing like the Sora weird half pants. But yeah, you can see this one's tilted. But if I remember right, we'll just punch my clone here up the hill. Oh, weird. Look at that line. I don't think that would have been as noticeable in the lower resolutions. You can see, like, because the camera has to go through the wall, they're showing, like, the geometry behind the wall. Oh my. Yeah, that's... Yeah, see, you could come all the way up here. Oh, I keep forgetting. I could just use the position change. Let me look quickly. What are all the position change moves? No, not those. Oh, so you hit the button and then a direction. There we go. God, this is a weird song. That's all like big band. So yeah, that one's like a weird donut shape.
Welcome to the practice arena.
Let's look at some Nina stuff. There's Shinjuku. Yeah. Shinjuku's also huge. It feels like a whole block from Yakuza. And cinema. I gotta say, this is her like, this redesign on the left for Nina was really cool. This weird purple camo. It doesn't make sense, but it just looks awesome. This weird like Austin Powers spy outfit though is very weird for Nina. But yeah, here's the big thing to show. You see these like phone boxes. Yeah, you can break them and get like weird hits off them. That's a weird move. I think that's new. I can't remember if you can break any of these walls. I think this is where they... Yeah, that's a classic move. I do like it though. I believe if you hit that on a guy, that's a nut shot. Yeah, don't worry. You missed some. I did load up Kin for a bit. But I just wanted to show off these dumb, huge stages.
Welcome to the practice arena.
Okay. Who else is worth showing off their weird costumes? Here we go. Go pick my boy. Oh yeah, the beach one. That's huge. Laboratory. Park and Air. Those are the more normal ones. I am missing a stage though. I haven't unlocked Dojo because I didn't beat Tekken 4 Force mode. We'll try and do that. I think we'll do that next in a bit. So yeah, this stage is huge from what I remember. It makes me feel like that Tony Hawk 2 stage. It's like the one where it's near a beach. But yeah, let's... Actually, it's better just to move by punching them. It's a bit quicker. Ah, that's good, Walkman. But like, yeah, like you could go all the way back there, and you can fight around these trees, and then you can even go like quite far into the water. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, this is when they hadn't quite got rid of Kawan's like weird, easy combo. Though if you notice, it doesn't actually juggle all the time if you're in a weird position. But look how far we're going. He's still a bit... They didn't nerf him quite yet. Here you go, and then you hit this little limit here, and now... It's kind of funny though, because you still get like a weird wall hit state. But it's different. It's a different wall hit state. It's like a semi-wall hit state. It's very odd. But yeah, why did I? It is amazing for PS2. You know, it's running at 60. I don't stream at 60 because my computer can't handle it. If someone wants to see it, I might like just show you, just to be like prove it. It's like, hey, this is what happens if I turn my stream to 60. Okay, this... Oh no, Tekken 5 looks a lot better than this. Tekken 5 looks amazing. It's a shame the PAL version of that... Oh yeah, this is the song that's from like an old Tekken game. But I believe this... Yeah, this is the inside of that building from the like rooftop stage. But the PAL version of Tekken... So in the NTSC and Japanese version of Tekken 5 also had 480p progressive mode, but the PAL version doesn't. Because I completely forgot about the position change commands. And you have to do throws by using directions and... Oh... I'll pre-warn you. I'm no Lil Majin. I'm not that level of Tekken.
Welcome to the practice arena.
Or some other weird stages. Let's pick Marduk with his weird ear. That's another one to show. Got his. I have to say, Murdoch with hair just looks weird. It doesn't look good. But because this game was like, all the characters are gonna have hair. Also, man, I think his proportions look way more weird in this game. I feel like... I feel like he looks inhuman in this. I do like him as an addition though. It makes sense to have gotten like a proper mixed martial artist into Tekken. I'm glad he eventually came back. I do feel that about like most of the new, because the new characters in this are, you know, it's Marduk and it's Steve, but I do think they were really good additions. Oh yeah, he's meant to be beastly, but like, I don't think he's meant to be like a genetic freak or anything. Oh no, that's the wrong characters. Okay. I know one character that I can show off the weird gimmick with the parking lot. I think... Man, this costume's just weird with Brian. This weird jacket. Just makes him look lazy. That's his like Tekken 3 look, and that's fine. But I need to pick... There we go. This is the really weird stage I want to show off. So again, this is quite a big stage. It's not as big as some of those other ones, but it does have a lot of like the weird pillars you fight around in the cars. But here's the weird gimmick with this one. Watch. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I forgot. Different Tekken characters have different weights. Okay. There we go. I forgot. Yeah. He doesn't. The bears, they don't juggle as high. I do want to do some spin-offs. That's a good idea, actually. I have to think when I want to get to them. Here we go. Yeah, there's a wall hit on the ceiling. I think this might be the only Tekken game where you can hit people with the ceiling. I wonder if you can, like, infinite do it. Nah. Okay, so they did test that. They're like, don't let... I feel like... I thought the music had broken for a sec, but it was supposed to sound like that. But I just find that really funny. And I think most characters can't actually get the wall hit. If I remember, at least when I was messing around, I'm just really curious if you time it right, can you knock them higher again? But it seems like someone must have tested that. Oh, that was just the wrong input there. Yeah, because if you do it early, yeah, there we go. But like, I like they programmed that in. Well, Tekken 7's OST is way more like intense and crazy. It's an interesting soundtrack, this one, and I'm really nostalgic for it. But it's odd.
Welcome to the practice arena.
Like, it's very experimental. Okay, well let's mess with Kin for a bit. I will admit the Kin, I'm more familiar with like Tekken 5 onwards Armor Kin. That's the move set. No, I do remember this is they started changing him a bit here. Yeah. I don't know any of his like big grab combos though. But we do get to do this. I think this might be the first Tekken game where they let you do this. But you can see this is where the moveset got really big. Because now we have 143. I think a lot of this stuff's new. I don't think he had as many of these like combos into wrestling moves as before. Oh yeah, the weird cross Tekken fingers. Oh, I remember that though. That's a classic Tekken 3 move. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, Tekken 4 is going to be at Evo, right? Surely. They made this a bit easier to do at one point where you could stay in the demo mode. God, it's such a weird look. Okay, we're gonna drop the illusion here. I will tell you, as someone who regularly wears a full head mask, wearing a mask with like that much hair underneath is uncomfortable. And you're a wrestler, and you're doing this kind of... You would be so uncomfortable. I love that's called an explode. Why don't you just call it a... Why can't you call it a drop kick? Why did it have to have its like own name? So yeah, this weird. I think this is the only Tekken game where doing inputs shows you like the move names. I don't think I've ever really learned any like the names for most moves. Well, no, Tekken 4, there just seems to be this big thing in this game where they wanted to show off hair. Because a lot of characters, like, Horan has longer hair, Julia has, like, a long braids, like Lei, Marduk has a long hair variant, Paul has a version where he doesn't gel his hair up. It's a hairy game. Let's just do some classic Kin in arcade mode then. Yeah, so.
Round 1.
Yeah, it's just very casual music. Cert credit though. I kind of miss that. It makes sense that games shouldn't have that anymore, fighting games. Always like the weird. They just kept the insert credit for the like press start, player 2 option.
You win. Round
Yeah.
2.
Smooth.
Fight.
Yeah! Tornado DDT. I loved all the Tornado DDTs. They look so cool. Oh, don't worry. We'll get to Tekken 7 eventually. But we gotta get through them all, man.
Win.
Maybe you'll know. Is there ever a canon explanation for how Kin can do those noises? Does he have like, just like a?
Round 1.
Does he have like a speaker in his mask? Because he's clearly not making the sounds himself. I don't think canon that's what's going on. I actually do have Tekken 6 on PSP. I have that version. Oh yeah.
You
Look at this slopes.
Round 2. Fight.
Maybe. He is a beastly boy. But yeah, I can always like pick up. Oh wow. I actually don't know Kin's 10 hit. I did that completely by accident. Oh man, I'm such an elite gamer. I almost did the 10 hit without knowing it. Yeah. No. Oh man, his mask actually looks kind of weird in this. But yeah, I did get into Armor Kin in Tekken 5. Tekken 5 is where they took a lot of those clone characters that had very similar movesets and really expanded them out and made them feel different. They started it with like Tekken Tag 1, but 5 is where they fully realised that idea. But that's a weird move. That doesn't look right. Like dive and roll. I do love this stage though.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah! Suplex the bear! Suplex the bear! That reminds me, the moves he's doing just reminded me that there was no Jack in this game. It's like the only game they've never had a Jack in. Like mainline Tekken, not to have a Jack in. It's kind of weird because at canon there are Jack 4s, but they didn't show up until the Tekken 5 intro movie. Yeah, he could do the elbow drop. Oh! Yeah, as you can see, I don't really know how to play Kin. I can do okay though. It is a cool soundtrack, it's not a very fighting game soundtrack. I think the only soundtrack in a fighting game that's weirder than this, I forget which one, it's one of the King of Fighters where they didn't give the the stage's like proper music. It was like, oh, the BGM to the stage is like the natural sounds. So if there is music, it's like, oh, it's because someone's playing a speaker, or there's like a boombox in the stage, and you hear like crowd noise. It's an interesting idea, but probably it doesn't really work. Christie's voice is not what I'm used to. She sounds very different in this. She goes like, yeah! I think she got like different battle noises in Tekken 5. Oh! I forgot this game had dynamic music though, where it like changed. Oh, weird. So if you do the like punches into throws, they can escape the throws. I didn't know that. I think there's a lot of purposeful compression because they were going for this like future with the music. It feels very kind of like futuristic, and it is like, you know, a bit of a technical marvel, this game, that for the time. Like, it still just looks so crisp, especially if you play this in what I'm doing, which is in 480p on actual hardware. I still can't believe how good this looks. Oh! Oh! Oh, I can't. I definitely can't play Kin. Wow, that grab totally missed. There we go. It's... Yeah, a lot of PS2 games do, but especially the ones that were able to do progressive scan like this. But it's just crazy because, yeah, I remember Tekken 5, and, you know, we'll get to that another time, but I'm pretty sure Tekken 5 looks like even better than this.
Round one.
Even without the, like, progressive scan mode, which the PAL version doesn't have. There are some weird hitboxes, though. Like, I'm noticing sometimes moves miss for very weird reasons. Yeah! DDT! Great! The announcer as well, he's not as hyped in this game. He's very like, yeah, great. Yeah, that was great. Oh yeah, that was the innovation in this game. When you beat opponents, they like arc their back. They're like, oh, my back! Oh, my back hurts. The way the stage sounds and looks, like it's both like laboratory, but it also makes me think of like Metroid Prime. There we go. But yeah, my regulars were always like Horan. No, not so much these days. But I can always pick up Horan. Can always pick up a Mishima.
Let's go.
Round one.
Oh yeah, Lei's weird in this, where he's like, in game he has that like, oh, he's a Chinese guy who doesn't natively speak English, but then in all the pre-rendered in his endings, he's got like an American accent. I don't know if that's like a purposeful thing where it's like, oh yeah, he's dubbed. No, Tekken 4 is weird. It is the weird black sheep of the family, where they tried all these weird ideas that, see, a lot of them were inspired by Virtua Fighter 3, I was saying earlier, and they don't really work. There are some like good things, because like the wall hit stuff became a staple later on, but then like the stages and having to worry about heights. And earlier when I was playing as Jin, I found some instances where you could like stun lock enemies if they were in positions of walls. It's kind of cool though, because I can tell that a lot of the hit noises that the characters are doing are from Tekken 3, just at the like without the compression, which I remember. Oh, that's Marduk.
Round 1. Fight.
People have always said, what happened to the Tekken 3 Brian laugh? And apparently the reason why it sounds different, they have the recording, but uncompressed, it just sounds different. So they keep using the same recording and people think it's a different recording, but it's not. And the guy who did the voice for the laugh is like a completely different guy who did most of Brian's other hit sounds.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Also, like, oh, yeah, I keep accidentally doing Kin's, high hit combos. A lot of background, like, even outside of the playable stage, this background, there's, like, so much in the background as well. I'd love to see, someone, like, no-clip, like, get a free cam and show how big these stages actually are, or if it's, like, a lot of tricks where these buildings are actually small, but they look like they're further away. But they're actually pretty close. Here we go. Here's the Heihachi, I remember. Yeah! Oh. I was going to say, oh, this costume's never coming back, but they actually added a bunch of, like, Fundoshi items as customization items in a bunch of Tekken games. I wonder if there's anyone who's, like, Heihachi's age that's in that good shape. Like, is it possible, or would working out to get that body just kill you when you get to, like, 80? Because I think Heihachi is supposed to be, like, 70, 80? I need to double check, because the manual does have ages for some characters. I know Kazuya is 49, as is Paul and Nina, but Nina was in cryostasis, so that's why she's not aged. I love that plot point. It's like, oh yeah, we just want 2 of our characters to have never... Well, actually no, more than that, 3. Because Kazuya's also stopped aging. That move's so dumb, stop doing it, me. Heihachi's actually got... They made his AI pretty tough. I've noticed that.
Welcome to the King.
Let's try a different King costume. I'm surprised how good the load times are in this as well. Especially, man, Tekken 7 load times. Fucking hell. On PS4. And apparently, like, they're not actually that much better on more powerful hardware. So it seems to be like a weird software limit. Yeah, Tekken. Probably an Unreal issue, actually. The load times in Tekken 7 are rough. Just take my hit. Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Does he still have the Frankensteiner in this? I want to see. Do you have the Frank? Yeah, he still has the Frankensteiner. Oh, it's not easy to get though. It's got such a long startup. I love they still call it that because a lot of wrestling companies don't call it that because they don't want to reference Scott Steiner for some fucking reason. Man, yeah, I forget. Heihachi's actually really tough in this. Guilty Gear Strive has an on network connect time, maybe it's doing that. I think as well though, even if you're playing Tekken 7 single player, it still takes a very long time to load in the stages. So it could just be like a weird issue with how Unreal works. Though I know there's something apparently, you know, like Unreal 5's trying to improve on is streaming in data. Oh, well, that missed. Oh, that didn't count. It hit, but it didn't, There we go. Oh. Ah, he got me. Yeah.
Fight.
So this is what happens when you pick up a character you just like don't play. Oh, that was a cheap shot. That was like a very Ric Flair-y kind of cheap shot as well. I want to get the Frankensteiner at least once, but Heihachi's probably the wrong opponent. I love I keep accidentally doing part of his 10-string. The input's actually pretty easy. That's kind of the secret.
You win. Final round.
Yeah.
Fight.
They do amazing things with those engines, arts. Just in general, like the art style as well. Like you have to sometimes remind yourself that it's these are 3D characters. Yeah, there's some weird colours in this. There we go. I was struggling there with Kin. You are the champion. That's not a great time, though. I'll tell you that for free. Because we have my old records here. I beat Arcade. I think I beat Time Attack. Here we go. Got my old Cam. Yep. Nin. Kin. There you go. 617. That's me there, Johnny. Alright, okay, let's try Tekken Force next. So Tekken Force, I've never beaten this. I'm gonna pick Horan though. He's always my Tekken Force guy. Oh. But yeah. I think they're actually showing damage numbers here. This is quite a weird version though, because oh, there we go. It's actually no, it's not. Sorry, it looks weird. Honestly, I'm gonna say this. I've talked to someone who insists that the it's not called it, but it's basically the Tekken Force mode that's in Tekken 6. I don't like it, and I think the reason I don't like it. What do I mean? I think the reason I don't like it is how the camera works, because it uses Tekken controls, which are meant to be played from the side, but the camera is like top down. So in some instances, you have to like moves that you'd normally do by pressing like forward punch, you'd have to do by tapping like up and down. Oh, there we go. We can change targets with the triggers. That's good to remember. Oh, whoops. But so like the inputs are like very weird. This kind of like it looks 3D, but you're essentially still fighting on a 2D plane and then doing side steps, and you can change targets with the triggers. Oh, I could see that. Oh, there we go. I keep misjudging the distance. There we go. But this is actually like a very good version of Tekken Force, from what I remember. Yeah, flamingo it up. It's also interesting. You can get you can go for higher scores by just juggling KO'd enemies. Chicken. I want to check something in the command list because I want to try and remember how throws work. Well, here's the thing. Shenmue's well, no, Shenmue was basically just Virtua Fighter's combat, wasn't it? The combat. So it was kind of the same thing. I want to make sure how you do the extra throws. Oh, so you have to throw and then do a direction. And then these are from different things. And then, oh yeah, I forgot, he has like a load of jackknife. I wonder if this is kind of Shenmue inspired. But yeah, like it's still just Tekken, but you know, multiple enemies. The thing is, I've not played a lot of I've played Shenmue, but just not a lot of fighting in Shenmue, because I could never get that far. Especially nowadays. Like, maybe when I was younger, I'd have had the patience for it, but I didn't play Shenmue until I was older. Okay, I think juggling, you can also get extra healing items. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good with my boy. Horan here. Well, yeah, I know you like Shenmue. I knew that, Wolfman. Did you know? More power to people who can like Shenmue. Y'all built different. I know it's a very different thing. There's combat. But you know me, Yakuza's more my speed. Which I haven't meant. You know, I've talked to you about this outside of here, but I am going to start streaming that PS2 version soon. I just wanted to play Tekken first. Oh. There we go. But yeah, I'd argue this is a better mode than... Like, there's a lot of story and there's a lot of content in the Tekken 6 version. But the controls are just so weird. Though it does add, like, the interesting stuff where you can pick up... extra weapons and items and power-ups, like that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, you've mentioned Yakuza 1 combat being a bit stiff. But you know, I'm quite... Streaming weird old PS2 games is kind of a specialty on this channel, so I should be okay. I mean, if it's a better combat system than Yakuza 6, which wouldn't be hard because they basically stripped out all the mechanics, then I'll be fine. This is a bit weird though. Like playing it, like it feels odd, and I remember when you get to some of the later stages, it's a lot harder to do because the controls are not really meant for fighting multiple people. Like, you know, you're using a moveset that's made for one-on-one fights. So if someone's... Yeah, there's a problem there. If you try and change target, there's a bit of a lag. But I think the enemies, they do try and make it so they come at you one at a time. I've forgotten how to do it, but Horan actually does have a really good like sweep kick in the air. This one, that's very good for the crowd control stuff. Tekken Bowling's still fun though. It's mainly just because Tekken Bowling is just all the different characters having different gimmicks. Is what makes it fun there. There we go. Yeah. Well, I'll get to the PS2 version of Yakuza 2. Hey, the combat can't be as bad as Final Fight Streetwise, and I'll probably have to stream that at some point because I actually own it. Yeah, you know, you thought Yakuza 1 was stiff. Gotta see fucking Streetwise. Which is hilarious because like it's. Don't get confused with Beatdown Fist of Vengeance, which is another Capcom game that's like kind of a Yakuza-y clone, but with that more like Western Grand Theft Auto bent. Oh, come on. I will say the camera like is better here, but it is sometimes hard to judge distance. Chicken. Yeah, run through the stage. Oh yeah. I need to watch more of Maximilian videos where he does like the like in-depth breakdowns, because I'm not very good at like parsing the mechanics from just watching videos. But you know, I'm playing the hottest fighting games here. Street Fighter who? Yo, Tekken 4. That's what it's about, baby. A Marine? Okay, they are good. I think most of the enemies don't attack you unless you're targeting them. Oh no. Oh no, don't lose it. Oh. Oh, I missed my life up there. Oh, it's Master Chief! Holy shit, it's Master Chief! It's him! Master Chief! Man, before Dead or Alive, we got Tekken 4. Man, the innovator. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, getting these extra life, that's not easy. It was John Halo himself. What are you doing in Tekken 4, Master Chief? Giving the Mishima back their bomb. What? Like, I don't know how long it is as well. I might end up doing like a full LP of the Devil Within mode in Tekken 5. It's basically like they tried to make like a very, very rudimentary Devil May Cry clone within Tekken 5. That's very different though. That doesn't actually play like Tekken 5. It has a completely different combat engine. It's a really fascinating thing. But it does have an issue where like most of the visuals and the level design are like very samey. Oh no. Oh, that's close. Yeah, this is kind of tough. I hear mixed things. I hear it's like, if you don't really care about Halo canon, it's not bad. but then other people have said no, it's bad either way. But you know, it's definitely got some weird stuff in it, from what I've heard. Weird stuff of like, oh yeah, like Master Chief having sex and Katana can feel it because she's hooked up to his like nervous system, and she's like giving reports on it. That could not be true. Take that with a grain of salt. I could have just gone to a weird website that's just making it sound weirder than it is, but maybe that it is that weird. Oh, there we go. Got a bit more health. It's kind of cool the bodies don't disappear. I'm so used to modern games where you KO opponents and their bodies like immediately... Oh no. Oh, this is... Oh, I gotta be careful here. Yeah, there we go. Got all our life back. Yeah, this is probably... I think this might be my favourite Tekken Force actually now I'm playing it. Tekken Freeze is actually like quite hard. I always struggle with Tekken Freeze. Just because the... Oh shit! Oh ho, ho, ho! I like the Tekken Force guys are watching. It makes sense though, like Kuma is technically like a Mishima employee. Oh no. He's doing good. Yeah! Oh no, now they're bummed up. They're like, oh, he lost. Oh, okay. Oh, Clarice is like, what was the weird website? I'll tell you, it was Reddit. Oh yeah, this song. This is Oh, what is this? This is from Tekken 2. This song. I forgot there was like classic music. Oh yeah, this is where it starts getting tough, I remember. These guys just have a lot of health. They also use Kazuya's moveset. This reminds me a lot of like Prime music. That simp especially, there was a lot of simps like that in Prime. Oh man. Oh shit. Okay, they're way more. Okay. Oh dear. That went bad real quick. Oh shit. Nope. Wow. Okay. At least you can continue. In Tekken 3, you had to do it in one life. The Tekken Force mode. That's why I've never done it. Which is how you unlock Dr. B, I believe. But there were other ways to unlock him if you couldn't do Tekken Force. I think what would have made the movement in this a bit better is like when you're out of battle, you should have like free movement, and then you like press a button to go into battle mode or like hold a trigger. Because yeah, trying to... Oh, medic. I wonder if they can actually heal people or not. Kind of surprised they didn't do what like Soul Calibur 2 did, where all the like extra characters they made for the single player mode, you could play as them. Oh, it's Kyle! Oh shit, Kyle's here! I love these Yeah, I love these like beat 'em up names, but it's like, okay, we've got to name everyone. Well, this is Kyle.
Chicken.
Egbert. Oh, Kyle again. 2 Kyles. Gerald. I love these names. Hey, I'm Gerald. I'm a mercenary. Oh, I'm also Gerald. Yeah, no, we're different people. Couldn't even come up with unique names. Come on, Tekken. Yeah. Thanks for checking out the stream, Walkman. You have a good night. Let's see. About 2 hours. Okay, this is going to be one of the longer single ones. Depending on how long this takes, we haven't looked at endings yet. I do, just because I was planning on doing it and then never did, I do want to load up Tekken Tag 1, the actual PS2 version, because I wanted to get a frame of reference for how it visually compared to the HD version. Oh, this soldier's so mad. There we go. Okay, that's the move that's really good for this. That's why I pick... Haran is just really good for Tekken Force modes in general, because he just has... Like, his kicks are... Like, he easily launches people. He's got a lot of area of effect moves. Oh. Oh. Come on. Ah.
Continue.
I don't think there's checkpoints either. I think you just have to get through the whole stage. Yeah. Come on. What's this pose? Oh, cheeky fucks. It's kind of interesting because the way they gave these characters movesets is it's kind of like Ogre and True Ogre in Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag, where they borrow moves from other characters. Though unlike Tekken 3 Ogres, where they were using moves from Tekken 2 characters who weren't in the game, because he was supposed to have killed them. Though a bunch of them came back alive anyway. Except for Jun. Jun's not allowed to come back. Though I feel like they keep hinting towards it, like she is going to like officially come back, because you know, Tekken Tag 2 is non-canon. Oh yeah, the numbers, by the way, that's all just high score stuff. Like the numbers counting down here is just the amount of points you get if you can beat him quick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, keep running. Oh, Kyle! You bastard! Egbert! Not you too! Oh. Yeah, I remember back in the day this stage being hard. I don't think this mode's actually that long though. I think it might only be like about 3 or 4 stages. I noticed in this game it actually does the like Devil May Cry rule where like enemies are not on screen, just don't attack. Though unlike most enemies in those games, they're not trying to like maneuver, so they are on screen. But that's fine because that would probably make this mode too hard. Ah. I'm glad it's this music though. This is such a good song from Tekken 2.
Chicken.
So I haven't played as him in Smash Bros yet, but they treat it as like Kazuya's theme in Smash Bros, which I was really happy about. Oh, he saw my spin kick coming in. Oh, there we go.
Chicken.
I don't know how long this one is. I have a memory of it being really long, actually. I hope I'm not remembering that right. Because it looks like it could just go on forever. And I know I haven't actually beaten this because I don't have the unlock, which is the dojo stage.
Chicken.
Oh, it's a Dread Force.
Chicken.
There we go. Oh, it's a Dread Lord. Oh shit! They just all came out. Yeah, that's the move for this mode. I imagine with some characters this mode must be like really tough. I could see Eddie and Christy being very good for this mode. But I kind of remember that with original Tekken Force, they were really good. The chicken, oh man, I love chicken. The call out in Tekken specifically. But I'm a big fried chicken fan in general. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, how long is this? Oh. Weird. Benjamin, stop it. What am I missing here? Why can't I hit them? Oh, man, these are fucking hitbox shenanigans, I'll tell you what. Oh, is it because you can only throw them? Oh, I'm trying to though. Okay. Well, okay, weird. If you do the running tackle, that hits. And then you can get hits on them. So that's... For some reason, that makes them stop evading. Oh, stop it, Lewis. Oh, it's Shadow. Yeah, you have to do like weird hits to make them become active. Let's see if I can get a running tackle on you. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh, get the chicken, get the chicken. There we go. Whew. Oh.
Time out.
No!
Continue.
Jesus Christ, this stage, I forgot. It's coming back to me though that this level's really hard. Because those evading guys I lost a lot of time on. I know how to get around them this time though. So there's that at least. This is a bad start though. I don't have any cheat codes. That's the thing. Fighting games, a lot of fighting games actually tended not to have many cheat codes back in the day. Like a few of them might have had this will unlock all the characters. Funny enough, Tekken never really had any of those. Oh. I might just game over, not game over, sorry, but like have to hit continue in a bit. Oh no, there we go. Saved it. There we go. That's a bit better. You know, you'd have to use like a cheat device to get unlimited time. But I know how to take care of those evading ones now. It's kind of funny because it basically plays like an arcade beat 'em up, but this was made exclusively for the home port. Granted, it's like I don't think there's enough to it, because like yeah, it's the Tekken physics and movesets and all the characters, but oh, it's Waldo. There he is. Yeah, if you've ever wondered where Waldo is, there he is. We found him, boys. Lords, ladies, and those who lie betwixt. Okay. There we go. I'm trying to get the other throws as Haran, but it's actually really hard because you have to like throw and then put the direction in. Oh, okay, the enemies can hit you from behind. I was wrong about that. It's weird because so far they kind of weren't. And as a rule, in any action like hack and slash kind of game, you should not have enemies that can attack you when they're off camera. Which that just reminds me of the time there was someone on Reddit moaning about Devil May Cry 3 and moaning about enemies being able to attack you off screen. And I was like, I just played that game. I'm pretty sure that's Ron. And I loaded up and checked and told the guy, yeah, you're Ron, dude. The enemies don't attack you if they're off screen. Some enemies, if they started their attack animation before going off screen, will finish their attack, but they'll miss it because you've moved position. Oh, I'm a bit worried here. Yeah. Oh.
Continue.
I think we can do this though. I had a really bad start there, though I got my life back. Anyway. Okay, well that's not as bad of a start. I'm not sure how you avoid that. You avoid taking damage there, but... It's kind of weird these are all called like Kazuya followers, because I think they're... I guess these are supposed to be like G Corporation units, but they still look like Tekken Force people. Gotta be careful there. That's so cool that the enemies do actually like stay in the level. Let's get the life. Okay, I missed a chicken there, but that's not too bad. Oh, I messed it up again. Kyle, stop it. Okay, sorry, I'm not saying too much because I'm just trying to concentrate. There we go. We're at full life again. Decent time. I like you still get extra points for hitting downed enemies. It's so funny. There we go. I wonder if this son unlocks in the like theater mode once you beat this. It's kind of interesting watching these enemies fight because I'm noticing they're doing like a mix of Paul Phoenix and Lee Chaolan moves. There we go. We're actually doing really good now. Is this the... Okay. No, it's a Colonel. Okay. Trying to take down these little guys. There we go. Oh!
Chicken.
I was actually trying to go for the chicken there. That's... Oh, that was a shame. Oh, camera. Yeah, see, so this mode's not perfect. There we go. There's his other throw. Oh. Come on, Dreadlord. Yeah, this level's just a kind of a slog. There's just so many enemies they throw at you. Oh, that missed everyone? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I almost lost there. Oh.
KO. Continue.
Oh. I just... It feels doable. I'm probably not playing smart enough because in a lot of cases I am... Okay. Well, I don't think I took as much damage there. Maybe it's something where I'm like running ahead too much and you can aggro enemies without making others spawn. And that's what I'm doing wrong. It's cool it's got continues though, because again, Tekken Force in 3 did not have continues from what I remember. And that was a lot harder because of it. No, at the same, I think you took way more damage. Oh. There we go.
Chicken.
Give me the chicken. I think that might actually be the same voice from Tekken 3, but yeah, the compression just makes it sound like more sinister. Okay, there we go. Oh, again! You always get the better of me, Kyle.
Chicken.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Chicken. Chicken.
Alright. This isn't even the hard bit, though. Just gotta get past those dreadlords.
Chicken. Chicken.
I'm gonna say as well, considering the amount of like move sets these characters are using, like it's doing pretty well having to like constantly load this much of the roster's move sets into characters.
Chicken.
I forget when one Tekken. There we go. I was trying to do that combo. It's not the best combo, but it's a good way of just like juggle, get them out of the way. There we go. Okay. Oh. No, 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 no. Well, that's just not fair, is it? Come on. Like, what am I supposed to do there?
Chicken.
Okay.
Chicken.
There we go. Now we're doing pretty good. Oh, get the chicken, get the chicken. There we go. Trying to figure out who... Because that looks like the Jun backflip move, but I don't think it is. There we go. Okay, now you can't really do anything to stop these like extras from spawning. But they are pretty weak, so if I'm just more careful.
Chicken.
They love that. I wonder if there's any... Because I know in Tekken 3 there were like Game Shark codes that actually let you play as the Tekken Force members, I think. Plus, in the I think with the arcade ROM you can play as the like... Well, they're supposed to be the deleted characters, but they just have other characters like movesets, but it's allusion to the characters that were cut. Okay, let me change. There we go. I think this bit is specifically meant to kill your time. There we go. I wonder why. It's just like the run-in move specifically. There we go. There's another one. There you go. That's the problem with this mode as well. There we go. Got some life. There we go. Who's left? There we go. We're doing a lot better on time now. There must be some, like, good strategy to...
Chicken.
Oh, there's still someone here, though. I think this is where we ran out of time. Oh. Oh, that was good. That was good. There we go. That's good time. Full health. Did you know Tekken was going to be called Rave War? Kind of reminds me of like Ridge Racer and there's Rage Racer. I think there might be a Rave Racer as well. Tekken is a better name though. Rave War? Because even if you don't know it means Iron Fist, it feels... It just has a good word feel. There we go. I'm guessing Kazuya must be the boss of this area, considering it's like his Tekken 2 song playing. Okay, got some life. There we go. Oh, get up. There we go. Oh. Bit of a nervous wreck now. It's a corridor guardian. Isn't that just a hall monitor? Oh, I was really hoping they were going to drop some life. Okay, maybe this main guy will. Yeah, he will.
Chicken.
There we go. There he is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh, and he's got assists. Oh yeah, they definitely wanted this stage to... And I don't know if there's one after this. I hope there isn't, but there probably is. Oh my god, please don't let me lose here. Oh! That's messed up! Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's kind of like, oh, fuck. This is... Like, oh yeah, they got the checkpoint. They let you continue stage, like, when you start the stage, but man, no checkpoint. I'd rather just like take the score penalty and it'd be like, oh yeah, you don't get a good high score. I think Ridge Racer, that might have been the idea of why some of them are called Rage Racer. That also reminds me of Bloody Raw, because I think one of the games has got a different name. It's like Beast Riser in one region, which I think is Japanese. But yeah, it's a good thing they picked Tekken, because yeah, I don't think Rave War would have... I just want to, because I never did back in the day. It's like the one thing I never unlocked in this game. And I was so close. If you want to see boring, you should wait until I try and get that one time attack trophy I don't have in a Tekken. Yeah, that's fine.
Continue.
I was gonna say the name sounded familiar, so I wouldn't be surprised if they reused it for a combo. So yeah, Rave War is referenced in Martial Arts combo, I think. Yeah, yeah. I need to play more like classic Ridge Racer. I've played the the PS3 one, which at that point was basically, I think it's at some point after the first PlayStation 2 version, they were basically just kind of like best of compilation ones. But I hear like Ridge Racer 4 is like one of the best in the series. And it's got a lot of like cool sponsorships that are like references to other Namco games. Yeah, there we go. That's an example of, I think you can do some like really goofy infinite combos using the walls. It kind of works for this mode, I will say, just because, you know, it's a more fun arcadey beat 'em up thing. Oh, every time Kyle gets the better of me. Now these other guys are doing it as well. There we go. Yeah, I feel like with that Kazuya fight, you actually kind of want to ignore the ads. You just want to do as much damage to Kazuya as you can in the shortest amount of time. There we go. You mad soldier, you. And it is interesting, a lot of these guys, they have like Lee Chao Lan moves and Pulp Phoenix moves and Kin moves. Seem to be like, and Kazuya moves seem to be their like main pulls here. There we go. It's going really good now. Oh, can I get the chicken? Oh, he didn't drop health. I was really hoping he was going to drop health. He does. There we go. And he does. Okay. Can't get the health. There we go. Oh, come on. No. 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 Ah. Oh. Come on, come on.
Continue.
Oh. It's probably, you just, because it's AI, you just have to find like the good tactic that's really good for cheesing the AI. Really? Okay, well that doesn't work there. I could do this all night, but I have it's, you know, I got to Kazuya. It is doable. It seems like something like once you know like the best strategies for just what moves the AI always go for, though there does seem to be a bit of randomness though, because if the enemies just decide to do a specific moves, they can juggle you. There we go. Ah, oh, like that? That's just unlucky. No, if I game over here, sorry, KO here, I don't mind. Oh, I'm still alive. There we go. Ah, now I'm not. That's fine. That was a bad attempt. It's more demoralizing when you get KO'd like right at Kazuya or near. Okay. That's a little better. I still got hit, but at least I didn't get like multiple. But yeah, this is... but again, these issues this mode do essentially persist in the story Finn in Tekken 6 as well, where you play as like Lars and Alessa. I think that's what bothers me as well, is it focuses on them too, and it's like those aren't. It's like Tekken 6 thought they were the coolest new characters, and they really weren't. It's like, oh, here's a illegitimate son of Heihachi that somehow has even dumber Mishima hair. There we go. Oh, no, they got me again. Okay, at least I only got one hit there. Oh, and that guy's doing Brian moves as well.
Chicken. Chicken. Chicken.
There we go. Oh, that wasn't even the move I meant to do. I wonder if, like, I could see Eddie and Christy maybe being actually the best characters for this mode. I feel like you could maybe just spam certain moves and you would just be good. See, it annoys me because sometimes I'm doing really good and then it can go wrong like very quickly. I think that's the really messed up thing is, like, the enemies can juggle you because they can do like tag combos essentially. Okay, got some life. Get that.
Chicken.
Come on. What's this defense? Oh, and here comes the boys. There we go. See, that's why I think Quran's actually really good for this mode. He's got some really good sweep moves. Oh, come on, don't let these jobbers beat you. Not dropping a lot of health either. There we go. There's some. Okay, it's these guys next. Still feel like I'm missing something here. Oh, really? Okay, let me just... There we go. So we don't waste too much of the timer. Oh, oh, oh! Oh, there we go. It's very weird. Like, I know the running moves definitely hit those characters. And some throws, though, I can't consistently get the throws on them. Oh no, come on, go back to the chicken.
Chicken.
There we go. Okay, don't want to mess up my timer. Oh man, I'm an idiot. I've not been checking my follows. Walkman followed me. It's awesome. Oh, Sinister Classic. Don't know you, but still appreciate any follow. People love the Tekken. Tekken 4, that's what people come for. Maybe it was good after all. Nah. Well, I still have a lot of nostalgia for this game. There's not really an easy solution to it. It would be cool to like try it with other people to see kind of where the like competitive stuff lines up. There we go. Okay, we're actually pretty far now. I think this is the door next? Oh no. Come on. Come on. There we go, got some life. Well, that was just wrong move there. There we go. That's good. Yeah, got the life, got the life. It's kind of funny that sometimes just doing his XXXX combo, which is his left kick combo, actually just works. Because in real life, you can like block after so many hits. Yeah, see, that's the corner, that's the wall combos I'm talking about. There we go. Okay, okay. We're in a really good position. We've got almost full life. Got loads of time. I'm just gonna concentrate. Oh. Come on. Oh. Yes! Yeah! Oh. Oh, I'm so happy I got through that. Oh, and there is another stage. Oh, of course there is. Okay, well, let's have some water. Makes sense. Makes sense that Heihachi's the final boss. Oh, I don't know if you saw there was like on the ground there was like power-ups that are from like Namco arcade games, like the flag. I don't know if I ever saw this back in the day. This doesn't actually look that familiar to me. Oh yeah, it's this slap bass like sex jazz music. Not quite jazz, like sex funk, I guess. Oh, it's an SAT brigade. Standardized something test. Come on. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? It's messed up. Actually doesn't have a lot of health. This guy's a Dean. Dean Ear? What kind of name is that? Oh, this is a... Yeah, I can see this is a step up. If I could do it right. Oh. That's alright. Do you see that? See all those guys doing like jumping kicks at me? Yeah, those are like fake power-ups. To like trick you into like running straight ahead. I do like that. Yeah, you chill there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this camera just loves clipping through stuff. It's probably better, because it does at least make that stuff invisible for the most part. Okay, there we go. Get all the life. Oh, that guy's a gambler. Okay. At least we got some good music though. Now that the slap bass has calmed down a bit. It's once you get into like, I think it's because this song is long. This is like the round 2, round 3. Just weird because it like gets intense and then it gets very like smooth. No. Oh no, I want the chicken. I want the chicken. There we go. Give me the chicken. Oh, I want it now. Oh, no, more chicken. I do like this though, because like the Tekken Force essentially are cyber ninjas, and this level kind of like, it's like, yeah, this is them being cyber ninjas, like jumping out of walls and. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I like these are all like flight ones. It's like we're in a building, yo. No wonder. I do think the Tekken Force are funny. That, like, because in cutscenes you do see them with guns and stuff, but they are also like martial arts experts. Okay, get the chicken. There we go. It's kind of, it's not exactly tank controls, but they're doing the like sidestep movement is a bit like that. Oh weird, the camera. Don't know what's up with the camera there. The camera's like, oh, do you want to look at this guy? Okay, there's one. Give me the chicken. There we go. Okay. This guy's a trainer. Man, that charge really helps your damage. Like, actually looking at... This is a fun mode, but it makes me paranoid because it can go wrong like so quickly. I'm trying to get all the life. There we go. Okay, there's one. Oh, come on. Doing Brian Fury punches on me. Pretty sure that's what you're doing. Oh, no life? You better have chicken. Your full Phoenix kicks. Yeah, you do. Chicken. What? Oh, these are programmers! Those guys don't attack you. That was the devs. Oh yeah, there are some like weird... These are the actual ninjas. There are some like weird wall combos you can do in this game. And I don't think it's just in this mode either. Because I'm pretty sure I got a few of these. It's Anthony the Assassin. These fucking names are so good. Anthony the Assassin. Oh, it's John! Oh, there's some life. That's worth the hits, honestly. Because, you know, the health pickups don't last. Okay.
Chicken.
Oh!
Chicken.
This, I'm pretty sure this is the last stage.
Chicken.
What's going on?
Chicken.
Oh, these guys are doing Horan moves now. That's a damage power up there. That'd be really good if I could get that. Arcades. So it's a weird name. It's a cool name though. There we go. I'm actually having an easier time. I think because I actually don't know. Maybe just because I've practiced it now, and I know to do some of these like these wall combos. This kind of reminds me of what they did it better though. Tekken 5 onwards with the ghost mode, where they have like the fake like avatar names. Yeah, chicken. The linear. There we go. There he is. Oh, and there's even health in the stage. I don't know why. I thought he was going to do a projectile move. Ow. Oh, this is scary. Oh. Panel. Yes! Oh! Oh! Mega Crash Boom. I'm giving you credit for that. You wish me luck at the perfect time. Oh, that was... Oh. Oh, look at that. You only get a good score if you beat it without continuing. I don't care. That was... I was playing that way too risky there. Here. Oh, we can't hit him anymore. Oh, I'm so glad. Dedicated to all the Tekken Force members who were lost in battle. Oh, weird. Those are the moves This is all the moves I used that killed these guys. Look, Heihachi's like, you fucking lost! What the fuck's wrong with you? Oh. Law. Yeah, I could see Law being really good with it. Haram was always... He's not nowadays just because he's been nerfed over the years because he was always way too strong. He's always been very good against AI though, just because he has a lot of like easy to do accidental juggles. He's got a lot of sweep moves. He does a lot of like not just spinning kicks, but like round, like you know, sweeps, like low sweeps and high sweeps. Oh, I'm really glad we got through that because I was worried for a while there. Thank you for the follow, Mega Crash. Appreciate it. Yeah! What the fuck? Oh, they've turned on him! They've had enough of Heihachi. Sergeant Donut. Man, I didn't know some of these names. Oh, I do like this though. Surely Heihachi should win this fight though. How's he? Why is he not attacking back? Yeah. This is the one thing I didn't have unlocked in this. I never finished this mode as a kid. It is quite brutal though. I will say I think Kazuya's stage is actually harder. They throw like a lot more enemies at you. Because it's a smaller space, you can actually get like better combos and ball hits. There you go, Heihachi, fight back. There you go. There he goes. I imagine they've given him infinite health here. It'd be really funny if the Tekken Force could somehow win here. Start with forearm. Thanks for playing. You're welcome. Oh, he's just given up apparently. Alright, that was awesome. We actually did it. There we go. Oh, look at that. Those are my scores where I gave up. No longer John. Only Bag. Yeah. So yeah, if you want a good score on that, you have to do that without continuing. Which, that's rough. Okay. Well, the only thing left to do is to go through the theatre. We gotta check out some endings. So... Okay, well, we'll go from the top. We won't watch the prologues, because that will take quite a while. I think we're just gonna watch the endings. It is cool though, they keep these in as well. After defeating Paul, oh yeah, because Kuma is Paul's rival, and winning the tournament, Kuma set his sights on a new goal. Grrr! I'm gonna try my paw at corporate management. He doesn't actually talk, that's just like inner thoughts. But I like he was in his head he also thought growl. Oh, this is a good ending.
その契約書に母印用をするじゃ。そうじゃそうじゃ。楽しかろう。おれ、まだまだあるぞ。
I love Heihachi. It's so like kind of flabby. He's very like Masuka. Yukuma. Masuka. Kumayo. It's so the gimmick here is the last contract says that Kuma was going to give his rights back to Heihachi. Huh? What I like is like Kuma there. He didn't do that on purpose. That was an accident. He just got too into doing the dances. Alright, here's Panda's ending. After winning the tournament, Panda handed over the entire estate to Xiao Yu. Xiao Yu made public the wrongdoings of the Mishima Zaibatsu and used the fortune to compensate its victims. I don't know why I chose that voice for that. Oh yeah, this is her alt costume. This costume's really cool. The shoes look fucking dumb though. She's got like suction cups on the bottom of her shoes. I think that's Tekken Tag models. I love this has been Xiao Yu's story since Tekken 4. Oh, it's a proper anime ending. It's really interesting playing these because I can hear how they've like changed actors. I'm pretty sure this Xiao Yu is not who's in the later, who's in like 5 and 6. This is very, it's more like the Sakura thing. It's more that it is kind of a one-sided thing though, like she was really into him in high school. And he's completely moved on from it, and she's just like constantly trying to find him. Sometime fun with the electric piano here. It's a weird ending because like Panda shows up from here. Okay, I love this. So Horan in Tekken 4 onwards always speaks Korean, but for some reason they got like an American guy to voice him for this ending. But what's really interesting about this is that Jin speaks English in this ending, but it's this Japanese voice actor. Oh, well, lore endings are always amazing. who won the tournament. And now Mishima Zaibatsu was his to control, but to everyone's surprise, he immediately sold off Mishima Zaibatsu to another company. He then left on another journey. There was one last task to finish. I think if you... Oh, my voice. I think if you... I think if you cut out the parts of them winning, a lot of these serious endings are actually...
You're finally here.
So, what do you want?
I never got to fight you at the tournament. I'll take you on right here, right now.
Ron's voice
no
acting is so
reason to
funny
fight.
here.
You ain't got one? Well, I do.
John for account... well, not me.
Sergeant,
Davidson from accounting did a really good job there.
desertion is an offense punishable by court-martial. Give yourself up, soldier.
Boy.
Yeah. I don't know why Jin helps. I always like this ending though. Because in some Tekken games they kind of like downplayed the rivalry. But 7 they actually showed it being like...
Sama, remember, I kicked your ass back there.
Who is that?
Hey, you listening?
He sounds familiar actually. I need to
I'll
look at
give
the
you a
voice credits
chance to
again.
even the score at the next tournament. You better show up.
You better show up. Sounds like when I did that. Sounds like when I was doing that narration. It's not me, I swear. I was a lot younger at the time. Where did they go, by the way? They just went. The fade out there is where you actually fight, by the way. Alright. It's this weird fucking bug costume. When word of victory reached the Manji clan, they were ecstatic! Yeah! Their long-awaited wish would finally come true. Yoshimitsu, however, knew better than to trust Heihachi Mishima. Yoshimitsu gave an order to his clan members and headed to the Mishima Manor. Yeah, because he's like Japanese Robin Hood. He's like... he wants to redistribute the wealth. Yeah, I think his Play 2 costume looks a lot better than this. I love that Mishima Zaibatsu are like a legitimate businessman, but is also like a mafia. It's like both. I love. Oh man, rest in peace. I don't remember this actor's name, but rest in peace. How does his like throat hold up doing all that? Because it's so phlegmy. If I did that for too long, I would start like I would have to end the stream because my voice would go. Julia won the tournament and took over Mishima Zaibatsu. She gained access not only to her lost research materials. Oh yeah, she's like trying to find research material that would like terraform to bring all the trees back. Because that's her restoration project, that's her whole deal. Right, Yoshimitsu literally... Tekken 4 is where they really were just like, the Yoshimitsu, we're just going to go crazy with his design. One time he's a squid. I think his Play 2 costume is more interesting. The devil!
Genicel was the key. When you attempt to combine the devil and
Oh, this guy, Dr. Abel. This guy's actually in a bunch of Tekken games in the background. He's just, you know, always a story guy.
The biological purifying qualities of the Genicel can suppress the devil cell.
I believe this guy is also responsible for making Jack.
This research will be the end of mankind.
What are you doing? Stop!
What are you doing?
No! Do you want to destroy your dreams of reforestation? You're destroying the future of mankind.
He almost got a bit Goldman there with his acting.
How can that
What are
be
you
our future?
doing?
A world where such horrible things
Yes,
exist?
I'm with you there. Yoshimitsu's best costume for me is Tekken 3. Yeah. That's why I think his Player 2 costume in this is pretty good. Because it's quite similar to his Tekken 3 one. It's just got a different headpiece. And in Tekken, I forget if it's 5 or in Dark Resurrection, you can actually customize to bring it back. Oh yeah, this is her like Native American costume. She just basically turns into Lara Croft.
One day, I will reforest this land. I swear it.
I need to double check those credits again. I'll do it off stream. I'll look at the VOD because you can't really pause the credits. I want to figure out who is the one who was doing the voice of Oh yeah, he has 2 prologues because he has one as Violet and one as Lee. Let's do Lei Wulon first. I want to figure out who's Eddie from because I'm pretty sure that name I saw. I'm pretty sure that's the guy who voiced Eddie in Silent Hill 2. See, it all comes back to Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. After winning the tournament, Lei headed to the Mishra data center to dig up information the indicates. Oh yeah, he's going after Nina because Nina's an assassin. There she is. She's got the I'm a bitch face, and I know it. Yes, okay, so it's Dark Resurrection where you can make it. I believe it's customization items though.
Please!
Why does he freeze like that? I noticed with Lei, they can never decide if he has an accent or not. Because in some... Oh yeah, this ending's good. They just would like... fake Jackie Chan stunts.
Please!
Wait, you shot her? But... with what? Didn't make a bullet hole. Yeah. Okay, it's like Tekken 5 where he starts talking, I guess. Alright, let's check out Marduk. So Marduk's story is he was a mixed martial artist, and he killed someone in a bar fight, which is supposed to be Armakin. He killed Armakin in a bar fight and got disgraced. And he wanted to, win in the tournament. For Marduk, fulfillment was elusive. Winning some tournament don't mean nothing. Also, if you're interested, I don't know how you would find these. Look up the clips of Bob Saget. He's a mixed martial artist that has like a career in Japan. He's like a celebrity personality that did like guest show stuff. Is Nina the mother of Steve Fox? Yes. Yeah, that's main canon stuff.
Craig Marduk? It is you. I used to watch your fights on TV all the time. I'm Jeff Slater, the current Val 2 champion.
That might be David.
Is the ex-champ forgotten how to fight?
I'm not sure.
Come on, Marduk. Bring it on. It'll be the
No, I don't think it is.
official bout of the century. The badass reigning champ is the legend who
No, I've got his name wrong then. Not Bob Saget. Let me look up.
Away, huh? Afraid to see legendary fighter KO'd in the headlines?
He's so nasally. How? What are you afraid of? Okay, Tekken.
Don't bother getting up.
Bob Sapper. That's his name. I think that's his name. Bob Sapp. Yeah, Bob Sapp. Robert Malcolm Sapp is American mixed martial artist, boxer, professional actor. In Japan, they did this like press tour thing where he was playing Tekken 4 because they were like, "Oh, there's a mixed martial artist guy and he kind of looks like you." and he's playing this Japanese guy, and every time, I don't know if I can show this, but like every time he would lose a round, he just would stare over to the guy next to him on the cabinet and just be like, he like just stare daggers into them. Yeah, not Bob Saget, sorry. Yeah, Bob Sapp. He's a cool guy though. Yeah, he for some reason he's just like really famous in Japan as like a celebrity. Shall you defeat Heihachi? No one foresaw this outcome. They all thought she'd lose. Shall you learn of Heihachi's many evil deeds? He was clearly guilty of supporting the raid on G Corporation. The nature of Misha was finally revealed. Oh yeah, this ending. Funny enough, this ending is kind of like a reference to her Tekken 3 ending. There you go, there's her friend. But yeah, look up some videos of Bob Sapp playing Tekken. Also, he's wrestled in Japan as well. Okay, so I want to point this out, that this shows you that... Okay, I don't know how much time there is between, like, Tekken 4 and the later Tekken games. But, like, okay, so they're about to get out of she's about to graduate school. She's supposed to be 18 here. I feel like in Tekken 5 and 6, she was still in school. And I thought those were supposed to be, like, a few years afterwards, but I guess they all happened in, like, the same month. Yeah, Xiao gets some, like, real kind of anime endings. And the high school stuff. Yeah, we loaded up her model earlier. Clarice was confused. She didn't know who that was. Like I said, I do have all the extra characters and costumes unlocked. The only one I didn't have was that stage. I don't know what's up with her, like, arm fins. I don't know where you get those, specific because, like, they glow as well. Like, they're not jewels. I think they're, like, electronic. But yeah, in... There he is. Yeah, you got that, Miguel. Alright, let's check out Lee. I think probably Lee's my favourite Lee ending is Tekken 5. That's probably my favourite Lee ending.
Thank you all. Thank you for your applause.
Oh, that's David.
Was not my ultimate goal. I participated in the tournament to gather test data for combat and to promote its application as the ultimate fighting machine.
I'm pretty sure that's him. He's not doing the Eddie voice, but the cadence.
Combat. Give these nice folks a little demonstration.
I think it's him though. He's not doing the "why not" voice. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too. He's not doing that voice. He's definitely someone in this. Tekken 5 is when they got really good at their like international casting. So yeah, you have to fight combat as Lee. Lee won the tournament and finally achieved his dream of becoming the CEO of Mishima Zaibatsu. The first combat had a fatal bug due to its hasty development. Lee transferred the combat development project to the Mishima Research Labs, where he spent large sums of money and gathered many brilliant engineers to develop the second prototype. I don't know why his story in this game was like so focused on combat. And the hell, they even brought him back in like Tag 2. And I think even his secretary guy is...
Mr. Lee?
Mr. Lee?
The new combat prototype is finished, sir.
Shouldn't it be Mr. Chowlan? Because Lee's his first name?
This one better work to spec.
Yes. Combat experiments were conducted against Heihachi. 10.23 seconds into the experiment, Combat unleashed a 50-hit combination. Heihachi was completely helpless.
Yeah, it's Mokujin but robot. No, in Tag 2, you could actually give it like customizable movesets. That was kind of neat. Okay. I guess we should... Well, we kind of saw that one. The main difference is just that if Kazuya wins that fight, he becomes even more powerful, and then apparently like the entire building disappears, and so does he. It's kind of implied that he like died. Alright, let's check out Paul. Paul became the undisputed champion. So yeah, his whole deal is that he claimed he won the King of Iron Fist tournament free because he beat Ogre, but then he left before and then Jin came and beat True Ogre. Though Paul inherited Mishima Zaibatsu's vast fortune, he let others handle the day-to-day affairs of the company. Eventually, his executive position became nothing but a job title. Look at Dr. Abel there. In the end, Abel's control resulted in a life of depravity for Paul. So depraved. Yeah, I'm there. Oh, look at Paul. His valiant spirit, no trace of his valiant spirit remained. Hanging out with cowgirls. Wearing like. Oh, that's just Nishiki's outfit from Yakuza, basically. You don't like his Tekken 5 ending where he fights the aliens? I don't know.
Paul! Hey, Paul! Oh!
Ain't my style.
It's like, oh, I don't know why. Apparently, like just being a biker is less depraved. They don't make his lifestyle look very depraved though. It just makes him look kind of like he likes hanging out with rich people. Alright, so what's going on with Nina? After the tournament, Nina pursued her target, Steve Fox, to his hotel in order to complete her objective. While preparing for the hit, Nina received additional information on the target from the Syndicate. But yeah, I really want these type of arcade story and endings to come back. They were sorely missing from they're sorely missing in Tekken 7. Just those like one fight stories with the intro and ending cutscenes. I wonder if you could actually make your hair like that in real life, where it's like, I guess that's just like feathered. It's just the way it's done in this game, where it's like layered. I do like that a lot of the endings like tie into each other though. Put a fuck. Do your shirt up.
Look out!
Steve.
Thanks.
Oh. Alright, well let's check out Steve's version. Fortunately for us, Steve has an assassin gunning for him. We'll take advantage of this situation. They don't explain that this is like the other characters talking. Kill Steve by serving him up to the assassin. Look at that. He just never buttons up the shirt. There she is. Straight up, that's the like that still image is from the Tekken 3 opening. The Union Jack, New York. Hey, Steve. So yeah, this is how they all come together. Turns out Nina was actually saving him. We didn't play Steve. I should load up Steve. Steve's fun. He's such a different Tekken character. It's awesome. You know, because he doesn't have any kicks. His left and right kicks are all dodge buttons. Seriously, this costume, Nina.
Freeze!
He does talk a bit. Maybe he talks like in-game more. Man, the Tekken 5 ones are even better, where they have like the in-game dialogue of the characters talking.
Great fight, Christy. Hey, Christy, can I get a shot?
Congratulations, Christy. How do you feel?
Whatever, good.
Anyone you want to share this victory with?
Yeah, look at the trophy. I love the King of Iron Fist tournament trophy. I love it's just Heihachi's head. It's just, I find it really funny. He's supposed to be British, but he has this like over-the-top American accent. There's Eddie. Oh yeah, that guy with the green vest. Look out for him. Oh, I know when you're fighting. I just remember him having like more spoken words.
Eddie.
Like Eddie. Feel like that just met how everyone else felt, because they're like, oh man, I miss Eddie. Just replaced him with a lady. There's Brian. Following his victory, Brian approached Abel on shaky legs. You're still alive? You can play as Eddie, but I think, you know... Yeah, it was very weird. They were just like, well, you remember that guy we added in Tekken 3? We just replaced him. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. This is actually canon.
Ah, you're finally awake.
This is what happens at the end of the story, even if he doesn't win the tournament. Finally awake, huh?
Have you any idea who saved you? He did.
Yeah, Bugman.
You're wondering why. It's because we need your cooperation. By mechanizing you, I will extend your
I do think his story is funny. He's basically a cyborg zombie. They never directly say it.
See, the key to defeating Abel's bioweapon is contained within your body.
Oh yeah, because I think that his story is that he was like dying. Oh yeah, he's weird. He doesn't talk in this ending. It's very odd.
Well, shall we get started then? This will be the start of a new future for you, as well as us.
I don't know why. He just... like, he talks... Yeah, like... You know, does his... Come on!
When you wake...
Now I'm not so sure if Lee was voiced by...
But in reality, a year will have
Eddie's
gone
voice
by.
actor for Silent Hill 2. He's definitely someone in
You'll be
this.
completely reborn in a new body. All right? Well then, sweet dreams.
You'd have to look it up and see if it's the same guy, but probably not. Alright. Combat? Oh yeah, I forgot Combat has an ending.
You did well, Combat. Now, the world is mine for the taking.
Oh shit! Yeah! He does Kin's like... Oh. Alright, we've got to check out laws. You'll also you'll recognize some characters here. Law won the tournament and earned the Mishima Zaibatsu fortune. His fighting spirit was now focused on rebuilding the martial China restaurant empire. Like, I love his... that's all he cares about. He's like this crazy good martial artist, and his main deal is like, oh yeah, my restaurant chain. That's a cool poster. There it is. There's... I love you can see some of these models in Christie and Eddie's ending.
Man, the food here sucks.
We have to pay for this?
What did you just say?
You heard me. I said this food sucks. You expect us to eat this stuff?
What do you mean it sucks?
This pepper beef is too damn spicy.
Oh, this end is so good.
What are you talking about? This is good.
This is good. I'm starting to think that it was maybe like 2, maybe 3 English actors they did all these endings. Because oh, it went out of business.
No. Put more anger into it. Yeah, that's more like it. Lower your stance a bit more and...
Alright. Yeah, put the mic up to Kin. He's got a lot to say. After the tournament, Kin donated the vast fortune to help the impoverished children in the world, because that's his whole deal. But Kin still had unfinished business. I really love Tekken 5's lore ending as well. That might be one of the best. Kin, cut your hair, mate. So weird. That's how much of a beast he is. Like, look how much taller Marduk is than his parents. It's just, okay, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but as someone, let's just say in theory, I know what it's like to wear like a full-headed mask on your head. Having that much hair and wearing a mask is not comfortable. The thing is like, I'd understand if there was like a hole in the back, but it looks like it just comes out the bottom of his mask. Alright, let's go check out Heihachi's ending. Heihachi did not kill Kazuya outright. Come with me if you want to see your son. Oh yeah, so this is essentially if what would have happened. They all kind of link together, a lot of these endings, so this is very similar to like Kazuya's. A few hours later, the two were deep within the Mishima Zaibatsu compound. It's just thinking of this building just gets me hype for Tekken 5 because the opening cutscene takes place in this building. And it's so good. Yeah, actually, yeah, Tekken 5 is just basically immediately after this. It's only like a few weeks. How does this work? Oh. There's a baghead in Rayman 3. I've got that game. I should find that. I have a document where I've got a list of all the bagheads in video games. So I'll put that on the list. I'm working on a new bag though. That chain has the ability to neutralize your powers. How, Heihachi? It's a metal chain. How does this work? So weird that like Heihachi is evil, but he's actually like not the most evil person, because he actually does try and do good things. It's just if he ever like won, everything would go bad. All right, let's check these out. Get to watch Jin show off his martial arts. Whoever did the music for this had fun. Oh yeah. I still miss you. I'm glad you got your normal flame pants back though, Jin. Alright, what's the second one? I don't remember. Oh. This is just an extra one they did. Just some extra mocap data we have. Not as cool as the Embus in Tekken 3, I will say that, and Tekken Tag. Alright, well there you go. Is there any music we didn't hear? No, I think we heard everything. This is the only song we didn't hear. This weird player 2 sound. Well, there you go. I think that's everything, though. Well, there you go. That's Tekken 4. Yeah. This is a weird one. Like, it's definitely a very good package as a PlayStation 2 game. There's all the story content. There's all these classic modes. And then Tekken Force. You know, it's very short, obviously, but you can try it as all the different characters. But competitively, it's very weird. The juggle physics are very... There's loads of little weirdness parts to this game. But I still have a lot of nostalgia for it, just because back in the day, I would just play the game a lot, like on my own even. And because it has that weird tone, that kind of everyone's down on their luck and struggling. I don't know, there's just a weird nostalgia I have for it now. I'm not going to do it for very long. I'm probably not even going to swap categories for this. But what I wanted to very quickly do... Hang on, I'm just going to do this. Is we played Tekken Tag 1 HD on this stream, and I wanted to load up the PlayStation 2 version just to see how it looked. It shouldn't take me too long. It won't be in progressive, so I've got to make sure I swap to the right scene. The first Tekken, I think it was technically 2, but I don't remember playing it much. I used to watch my sisters play Tekken 2. 3 is probably the first one I properly played, but I definitely tried Tekken 2. But Tekken 3 was the first time I actually had one I played. Warning, avoid continuous play for extended periods of time. Why, is Tekken that bad? Don't play Tekken 4 for too long, kids. Okay. So yeah, give me a second there. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Tekken 3, you know, how much it sold, and it was such a huge step up in the quality and the gameplay and all that. Alright, yeah, so give me 1 minute here. I'm just gonna try and see if I can very quickly load in Tag 1. because I just want to see how it looks on like actual hardware. So, you wait there, guys. Oh no. I'm back. Give me a second. Okay. Now I do need to swap my scene collection here. This might freak my stream out a little bit. Oh yeah. Enjoy that. That's a leftover from when we streamed Silent Hill 4. That's fine. I'm into it. Okay, well that's the same. We've seen that. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay. So yeah, one-on-one mode was missing from the HD version. I forgot that. There you go. That's the one reason to own the PlayStation 2 version over. As you can see, I did not get everything in this version. Because I didn't play Tag until after 4. Sorry about that. Something just fell over. I'm going to end the stream soon anyway, so I'm just going to leave it. Hang on. Okay, wait there. Oh, dear. Oh, no. I don't have the best stream setup. That's my fault. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, who knows why. I'm trying to think why that would be. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, let's just load it up one-on-one. Okay. Yeah, this really shows you. The visuals are like quite the same, but the high resolution actually looks really good on the HD port.
Round 1.
Like, yeah, the HD port looks like surprisingly similar to this. Oh man, going between. You know what though? I think because this is PAL, I think this is running slower. Because when we played, yeah, So this PAL version does not play at the right speed. This is running slower. If you're in the US, this is not an issue for you. This yeah, I know that the Tekken 3 colors are in here. I do find the blue variant interesting for Jin. Yeah, this is very weird. It feels like I'm playing underwater. Yeah, this is the... Oh, it's a shame this used to be such a common thing. Saves the screen? I didn't know that. I think that's missing from the PS3 version as well. I wonder why this is missing. Because the visuals of the... Like, this seems... What, like, looking at this... Because I was wondering if... Oh, you're from Italy. Awesome. It's cool. I'm getting a very... Yeah, it's so weird having played the HD version, so I know what the actual game speed's supposed to be. This is running so much... Okay, it's not running that much slower. It's like... I'm trying to think what percentage. It's like 15-20% slower. But I can feel it. Oh, it's a rough... But aside from the one-on-one mode being missing... Which I wonder why it's missing. Oh yeah, here we go. No tape, no shame, no bad, no beer, no hope, no help. But like, yeah, it's actually what probably, aside from the one-on-one mode being missing, the HD version of Tekken Tag Tournament 1 might actually be the best like PS2 to HD conversion, because it actually keeps like all the oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, there you go. That's a screenshot I took at some point. Why did I do that? Oh my god. I'm trying to figure out if it's... Let me see. Okay, I might have to go into the PlayStation 2 OS to see if there's like a date on that. I'd love to find out when that's from. The only other thing I wanted to check... Okay. No, it's not there. Let me check in options. Oh yeah, you can see it's what you do when you want to unlock all the characters and endings very quickly. Okay, I was wondering if the PS2 version had the arcade soundtrack, but that's not here either. So that's just missing. Yep, that makes sense. Plays Jin, plays Haran. Didn't do very great at Survivors. Didn't play Time Attack. There you go. This is my old save as well. That's why I wanted to load this up. Alright, well I think that's going to do it. Hang on, let me just put on some music. Oh, no. I'm not even in the right menu. Hang on, what song do I want to hear? Nope. Why aren't they playing? Did I not unlock them? Weird. Okay, don't worry. Something must be up. I will admit this. My PS2 did just like fall off. Hopefully, it's not my copy. That's okay. Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna go turn it off, and then we're gonna end the stream. Do my outro. there are some. I don't know if you can still hear me. This disc is quite marked up. I might have to get a different copy. Weird that the game seems to mostly work though. It's just the music was being funky there. Might also be because the PS2 had a bit of a pull. Hopefully I didn't fuck that PS2 up. I have a backup if I need it. Okay. No, it didn't crash. I think it was just having trouble loading. It did get kind of knocked around there for a bit. Okay, let me go back to my scene collection. And there we go. Well, that was a really fun look back at a Tekken game. Because I do have a lot of nostalgia for Tekken 4. It's a weird one. It's not the competitive one. It's funky in a lot of places. It's got a very different soundtrack, but it's got a lot of story content. And even like single player, it's still, because it's built on that Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag engine, it's still just a really fun game to play. It's a shame they only ever did a HD of like Tekken Tag 1, because technically you did get the HD version of Tekken 5, but it was only the arcade version. It's a shame they never did Tekken 4, because, we streamed it. That was 480p, because the PAL version could output in 480p. That is a really nice looking version. So if you'd run that at like 720, it would have still looked really good. Like, maybe the pre-rendered videos would have looked a bit funky, but even those were like pretty good for the time. But yeah, that was really fun. I want to thank everyone. I had a lot of people coming in and out today. I guess Tekken 4 is just brings everyone out. But well, next, I don't know when, but next is the big one, Tekken 5. That's the big boy. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier, the PAL version doesn't support the progressive scan like the NTSC version does, but it does have 60 Hz. It also has a widescreen mode, but it's actually terrible. It's the widescreen mode where they just like cut off the top of the bottom of the screen and then zoom it in, which looks bad. So that's going to be another 4x3. That's just the thing. I stream a lot of 4x3 stuff on my stream, but playing 4x3 games doesn't bother me. I always find it weird when people are like, oh, I want to play this old game. I can't play in 4x3 though. I have to use a widescreen hack. It's like, who cares? It's like, just don't look at the black bars. Just, I don't know, just tape some pictures on your TV if it bothers you that much. But yeah, Kicky Punchy Show will definitely look at Tekken 5. What I also want to do, I don't know how I'm going to do it. If I'm going to do like a separate stream for it. I do have the PSP version as well of Dark Resurrection. But I haven't really messed with swapping consoles mid-stream. With the way my capture card works, that's a bit more complicated. Though I can swap. I can have multiple machines plugged into it. If they use the same cables, then I have to do stuff, and I'm a bit worried that might not go well. But we'll look at the PlayStation 2 version of Tekken Tag 5 at some point. Though I hit my regular scheduled days nowadays, I don't have a regular day that I do these fighting game shows. But look forward to that in the future. I think next though is, and I was talking about this earlier, is we're going to start the original PlayStation 2 Yakuza. I really want to see how the beginning of that series. I'm actually a really big Yakuza fan, even though I'm behind. But that's because I'm not buying a lot of new games right now because I'm trying to finish ones I brought years ago that I never did. I've only played the Kiwami versions, which are like technically remakes, but not really. They're more just retellings. But I really want to see. Yeah, Tekken 5 has arcade versions of 1 through 3. I will tell a little story. This will probably come up again. I remember at the time being really bummed out. I was like, oh, none of the PlayStation stuff's in here. Where's the endings? And which like me as a kid didn't realize that would like you wouldn't fit that all on one DVD. The whole of Tekken 5, all the extra content, and the entire of Tekken 1, 2, and 3, and all the cutscenes and modes, and the like the console OSTs and all that. But yeah, Tekken 5, that's such a huge package. That's why it will probably be its own stream, and then I'll do like a separate stream for when we look at the PSP version. And then we'll be on to games you can play online. Tekken 5 Online Edition on PS3, that apparently, from what I remember, the online's terrible. But I want to play it with people. So look forward to that in the future. But yeah. Next stream will be Sunday. Probably. I always have to say tentative because in a few situations I have had to move streams. But look forward to a stream Sunday. We'll probably start Yakuza. And I gotta think of something else. I want to do like one more stream of House of Dead Overkill. It's not Halloween. It's months away. I kind of want to just start playing Dead Space. Because I want to play Dead Space Extraction, but I want to stream just regular Dead Space first, especially with the remake, and then that other game that the creator's making that's basically Dead Space is coming up. So it is a good time to play them. But if you follow me on Twitter, you can always at me and give me suggestions. Oh yeah, no, I'm a big House of Dead guy. I'm not the biggest, but I've done a bunch of streams. I've done the Wii version of House of Dead 2 and 3. I've done the PS3 versions of House of Dead 3 and House of Dead 4. And we just did a playthrough of Overkill Extended Cut. Though I'm going to do one more stream to look at some of the extra content. And at some point I need to play that House of Dead 1 remake. I just got to figure out if I want to stream it on Switch or another console. But Switch is the only, as far as I know, the only console where you could use like the controllers, like motion ones. But yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, I'll try and in the future, I want to get into the habit of earlier in the day or the day before mentioning like, oh, this is the game I'm going to stream that day. Because I don't really do that. I usually just tweet like 15 minutes before I go live and say, oh, this is what I play them. Overkill's a weird one. It's fun, but you can tell it's like, it's not House of the Dead game, but it is made by people who at least like House of the Dead. And it's really stupid. But, I think I just like rail shooters enough that I even like Overkill. Just because it's it's so rare to get like rail shooters that were made for home console. But yeah, well, those are the plans right now. We'll see. Definitely going to start Yakuza though. I just need to set up something before then, but we can do it Sunday. Well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. I was your host, Johnny Baghead, and remember, if you're going to wear a hoodie so you could look like Jin Kazuma on stream, don't do it for me because it made me really sweaty. And I'm probably real gross right now. What is your name on Good Night? Well, I'm Johnny. I'm Johnny Baghead. That's me. It's the stream channel name. It's my name. Your boy, Johnny Baghead. Oh, Twitter. I think it's literally at Johnny Baghead, but if it's not, if you go to the info section on my Twitch page, you can find all my socials there. My Twitch is on there, my YouTube VOD channel's on there, even my Bandcamp that I haven't uploaded any music in over a decade is on there. I do want to put new music on there. I've got a lot of tentative plans, but I am going to put some more music out soon. Quote, like, soon. Just laughing at how many times I've attempted to put out new music and not. But thank you for coming. You have a good evening, good morning. Yeah. Well, I want to set up bot commands for Sunday, so. But anyway, take care, everyone. I gotta make sure I didn't break my PS2.